We're professionals here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sunday Night Fights here live on the SRG Universe Twitch channel. I am the prize fighter, Simon Davner, and with me tonight, as always, the man, the myth, the legend, Rambo Apocalypse. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, baby. It's been such a great holiday season. I know most of you out there are probably putting up your trees, but for the rest of us, we're going to smoke them, baby. But without further ado, let's go ahead and throw it over to my faction mate of the big picture, the GOAT, Brock. What up, baby? Tell them what's good.
Brian Schmidt said that I had to look like a little kid trying to peep over the table. I give the people what they want, regardless of character. I'm doing great. Phenomenal. We got some splendid matches ahead of us. We got Underworld. We got World. I can't remember the last time that this has happened in one show on the same week. It's going to be great. We're going to give predictions. But first, the mission himself. Can she, Brother Dan, give us your predictions from up above.
Hello. Yeah, so first off, we have the Underworld title match of one Ken Fouché using Pretzel Wizard, defending against Drew Matson using Mimic. I think it's going to be Drew's night. for a change.
Ooh.
I think the holiday season is gonna sway into the team commissioner's favor. And for the main event, we have the LFF World Title match. So Yasmin being a terror with runtime terror, eh, versus the Enforcer using the 2020 version of Johnny Gargano, who is his bread and butter. I think there might be two new champs by the end of tonight.
So you are predicting Larry Beadle becomes world champion. That is correct?
Yep.
Hot take, hot take. All right, thank you, Elder Dan. Praise be. Yes, that is right, folks. We have two monumental matches, two landscape-changing matches, really. We have the Underworld title. We got Drew Madsen as Mimic going up against Ken Fouché as Pretzel Wizard. Rambo, give me your predictions on this.
You can't say a bad thing about Mr. Fouché.
No, you
He's
can't.
a tag team specialist to the nth degree. I don't care what is said by anybody else. This man knows how to go. He is one of the best players in this game that flies under many people's radars for whatever reason, even though he's underworld champion, former tag team champion. The list of accolades go on and on.
Former Tornado champion.
Former tornado champion, absolutely. Like I said, it could keep going on and on forever. And the deadly thing with this wizard that he's playing as tonight has the death choke. We know if you're going to kill Mimic, how do you kill Mimic? You kill him with his own version of the death choke. But there is a reason why Mimic skyrocketed. And it wasn't because all these other jabronis and Marks and Marquettes and Simps, they tried to play Mimic and get the job done. No, you just all spent a lot of money on waffles that didn't really do anything to you. There's one person that has been able to cook with Mimic, and he's the man going for the championship tonight. Give me Drew Madsen to get the monkey off his back and walk away with LFF gold tonight. Brocky, what you got?
See, mine is a little bit more logical when it comes to my pick. I think Ken Fouché, if not maybe for Yasmin's world title run, is definitely a player of the year. You know, you got tag team champion, tornado champion, and now underworld champion. He could get a grand slam within the year if he gets the world and the trios title, something that has never even been thought of doing. However, taking a look at the stat matchups, Drew Madsen has a perfect stat line against him. All of his stops are live, and the Pretzel Wizard only has an active 14 with power 10. Mimic, we all know that no one else could play him as well as Drew Madsen. As much as I don't really like the guy, I think I'm going to have to give him his first LFF True Gold in the Underworld title. Davner, how do you feel about this?
I am feeling a lot of emotions about this. You know, I am a big fan of Drew. I am also a big fan of Ken. Ken making quite the strongest case to be player of the year. I mean, this man, while he's tag team champion, he wins the underworld. I mean, come on. I mean, Ken has been in these big situations before and he has delivered. Like we said, the accolades go on and on and on. All right. Drew, on the other hand, I have seen him climb to the highest mountains. He is your rising star. He is your first ever gold medalist in the SRG Olympics. He has won a CAC. Like he has accomplished everything except that championship opportunity. We have seen him get shot after shot. He had the Deep Six shot and lost it. He had a world shot and lost it. He recently had a tag team shot with Mr. Pollywood and lost it. History is not working in his favor. All right, the record speaks for itself, but I am thinking tonight that Drew proves us all wrong. I'm thinking he finally gets his win, his time in the sun with the Underworld Championship, the workhorse title of the LFF. Give me Drew Madsen on this one, breaking the curse and bringing more gold to the constellation.
A clean sweep.
I have, plus also, I mean, come on, it's Mimic. Who is better at mimic than Drew? If you bring up Casey Ryan, I am throwing your opinions right in the trash. It is Drew. All right.
Give me real Drew. Don't give me Timu Drew.
Exactly, man. I want the real deal. And then after that, we have a seismic match here. We have your reigning and defending champion, Yasmin, one of the greatest champions in LFF history, going up against the enforcer, Larry Beadle, coming out of nowhere, winning Gen Con. Was it Gen Con?
Yes.
It was Gen Con with Johnny Gargano, a competitor that a lot of people wrote off for a little while, but coming out of nowhere, winning Gen Con, getting this opportunity. Rambo, who do you got in this?
Let me just tell you how glad I am that this is not Eddie Fury presents the enforcer. I am so glad that we don't have to deal with that right now. The enforcer, he's been around for a while. This is his bread and butter. He knows Johnny Gargano better than just about anybody else, I dare to say. But the problem is he has a very, very tough mountain to climb tonight. Stat-wise, the champion has been on a roll. My God, I was there the night she crushed John Pulverino twice. How many people can say that? And dear God, what happens when Just Business gets just bounced in the first round as well? So, with that being said, you give me the world champion with prep time. She's Batman. There's nobody that's going to beat Yasmin. Brock.
This is going to be a tough one. And I think the stat matchup is going to show, I think Johnny Gargano has overall the advantage. You know, Yasmin has the title +2 to whatever, strike, submission, grapple. She has a big choice coming up. Do you want a live 15 and get that 9 to an 11, which I think is what she's going to do? Or do you want to shut down Johnny Gargano's 13 stop from a 6 to an 8, shutting off his 7? Now, I think the obvious choice for Yasmin being world champion is simple. However, I think there's one thing you boys are forgetting, you know, me being the old head. He's from KSW, baby. And I don't care what anyone says. He is real beater energy. He's the first one from the South. And I think this is going to be, you know, it's going to be a gritty, hard win for Mr. KSW, the enforcer, Larry Beadle. Davner.
Boys, this is a match that I have had circled on my calendar for a while. I have been waiting for this to come up. This matchup is going to be insane. Yasmin has been on an absolute tear recently. Plus, it's Runtime Terror. Who's better at Runtime Terror than Yaz, the one who created the competitor? I think with the belt effect is going to push her over that threshold into it. But again, this is Larry Beadle. This is the enforcer coming back out of nowhere. This is Johnny Gargano. He knows how to win with this. He was LFF tag champ with it. He also just won. He's currently one half of the Deep South tag champs. But I think the belt effect, I think the fact that it's Yaz and Yaz just knows, like Rambo said, give her enough prep time. She can move mountains. I'm going to have to go with Yasmin on this one, but I will not be upset if Larry proves me wrong and wins the title and brings more gold back to KSW, back to Kentucky. But give me Yaz for tonight.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yes.
Production here live. Breaking news. We have a special announcement. A drop. A Claritin. Yeah, a clear Claritin drop, an allergy drop from Baba Allegra live.
What?
We will drop that before the Underworld match, folks.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I've been paid many dollars. That's how you're getting paid.
Say, he's been paid. I kind of want to hear this, man. All right, but folks, we will be right back with that drop. Oh my God, this is going to be great. All right, stick around.
I heard you on Candy Shop Talk, but you're not hunting me. I'm hunting you. Let's go. Young ALLERG. Why in the hell would you step to me? You got your little camo on, but you're not ready for war. I'm on entrances. What you got? Card number 4? You're only on a stop. Let's not get it twisted. I was on a trio before TVA existed. Low rolling, let's get ready to rumble. I got more green than Vietnam's jungle. Quit bumping for a second, try to understand. I'll beat your face redder than your little headband. You got a big head, you're simple, getting chucked up. The Rainbow Vortex and I ain't getting sucked up. Rambo, APOC, watch your stock drop. Beat you on Sunday or on Candy Shop. You got killed on the theme from Rambo 2, but there's no more sequels when I'm done with you. When you're pushed, rapping's as easy as breathing.
Oh my god. Rambo, I need your reaction to this.
Let me tell you something. Are you kidding me? He wants to be relevant. He wants to latch on to the Rambo vortex and come back into this game and be relevant, feuding with the High Chief of Hollywood? How dare you, young Allergy? How dare you ever try to grab onto my coattail. You want to be associated with me? Fine. You know what I need? A new damn limo driver. After, you know what? Production. I want him Sunday, December 15th. You sign it, get it done. I'm going to whip his ass, and after that, he can be my limo driver. Continue the damn show.
What? Wow. Okay. All right. The gauntlet has been laid down. All right. But trying to get back on track from that. Wow. Okay. Folks, welcome back to Sunday Night Fights. We are here live with the Underworld Championship match. And to take over for Drew's introductions, I am going to hand it to Rambo Apocalypse, who is all fired up.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank God I'm a broadcast journalist and I got some journalistic integrity around here to do my job. The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
And introducing first, the challenger. He hails from Athens, Alabama. He is a gold medalist, the first one ever of leading the Real Beaters to a championship. Gold medals, baby. That's not where the gold's going to stop tonight. He is the captain of the Constellation, and Constellation domination continues tonight. My tag team partner of the fine print. Let's go, new Underworld champion, TBA Commissioner Drew Madsen.
Excellent introduction. And now introducing the champion from the Grimm Library in Bowling Green, Kentucky, representing the line. He is your reigning Underworld champion. The Grimm. And now to referee this match is the GM of the Underworld division, Mr. Bob Dunn. How are you tonight?
Doing very well, thank you. Gentlemen, you're both aware of the rules. It's a standard singles match. It is for the Underworld Championship. Let's see your play areas.
Best of luck, gentlemen.
Look.
Good luck, Drew.
Good luck, Ken.
Drew, I assume the die is only if it stays in the dice tray?
Has to go through the chute, come out.
Okay.
All right.
What is your entrance card?
Action.
My entrance is they say crime doesn't pay.
Crime doesn't pay. What are your spectacles?
I am valiant.
Valiant
Mimic
spectacles, and you're
versus
using Mimic.
Pretzel Wizard.
I'm using Mimic.
Ken
Last I
Fouché.
Yes.
You're using the belt. Which skill will you choose to draw on?
Power.
Draw on power.
Drawn on a 10.
And what are your spectacles?
Valiant.
Valiant. And is anywhere we can see the die, I assume, right?
Actually, only if it's on the playmat.
On
If
the
it goes up on the
playmat.
computer, I'll re-roll it.
Visible and on the playmat. All
Yep.
right. We both understand the rules.
Yep.
Good luck.
Yes.
Ring the bell.
All right.
Here's your
The GOAT Sport
All right, man.
book betting for all
Do
your
the
Super
same.
Show needs. I got Ken Fouché, the champion, at a minus 250.
All right, brother. Good
TBA
luck.
Commish
Good luck.
Drew Madsen plus 250. Let's see how
Starting
this
with an
match
8.
goes.
With an 8, starting with a miss. I got a 5.
Okay, drawing
Hmm.
up.
Okay, the champion with the first
I'm gonna pass.
turn.
All right.
And we're passing.
First turn.
7.
And a 9.
9.
2 in a row.
Ken with his first
Veteran
turn.
versus the rookie,
All right.
the mentor
9.
versus the student.
6.
All right,
Drew
Drew
Madsen
gets the
first
turn.
It sounded good. I'll pass it.
Okay.
Exciting stuff.
6.
That's no, it's not. I'm sorry. Mine's a 7.
Oh, my fault. I thought you rolled
Yeah.
grapple. Yeah, you good.
Sorry about
Alright.
that.
TBA
Oh, hey,
5
okay.
7
I got an actual
6,
playable card.
6.
Let's see what we can do with this.
Alright.
Not good
Lead sub,
so far.
abdominal twist.
It is good.
All right. I am
Happy
going
abdominal
to
twist.
shuffle nothing, but I am going to draw a card for my gimmick.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
Drawn because he hit a submission
7.
card.
That's an 8.
Got it.
Draw again.
Fouché
Yeah,
dominating
swap
these
those
early
dice,
internals.
something.
Ken Fouché has 5 turns.
Try to play
to
follow-up
TBA's
strike,
1.
twisting backflip.
Oh,
You got a trap
Ooh.
in the corner and take a +1.
Okay.
Wrap in the
Oh,
corner.
right.
Got to think he's got to finish.
9.
Ooh, oh,
I will get a 5 to a 6 because that's my life.
Okay.
ooh.
Incredible.
Drew
Missed
Madsen,
the
cold
plus
as
one.
ice. A slow start for the challenger. Ken Fouché looking
But he
like
does.
what he is.
But he did get a follow-up in
Follow-up
play, so I
sub,
think
mock
Drew
twist
might just
clutch.
need one turn.
Rejected.
Rejected.
Using it early.
Right.
I like it.
Kind of very.
Trying to keep Ken
discard
down.
pile.
Early
A lot of
finishes.
defense.
6. Real
Six.
6.
This is his window.
8.
All right.
Let's
Does
see.
Drew have
Finish
a finish?
grapple when in play.
Finish grapple.
Blindside kick.
Blindside kick.
Blindside Kiku.
One stop one from Ken Fouché.
8.
7.
All right.
Mm, mm,
Ken
mm.
does finally get the follow-up in play,
Finish
though.
grapple.
Does he
The
have a...
Bretzel bomb.
Finish
So it's
grapple. No other
blank.
grapples
It
in
is.
How
play.
many cards in hand you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Looking for specs
That's
potentially. I think you just let it ride.
Yeah, it's
Dead
blank.
text crowd meter 0.
I will advise. Trish Strategy is going to advise you from the sidelines not to play grapples.
Wow.
Okay.
All right.
Burning
I mean,
the
his dice are ice
Sentinel.
cold.
Yeah.
At this
I
It
don't
does
point.
know.
make sense.
Then
What is... Sorry.
No, you're good.
I will play lead sub twisting.
Yeah, it's good.
Flip the card. It is not a submission. It's a chop down, but I will draw a card.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
I would have just let it
Loading up
ride. I mean,
again.
like, it's blank.
Oh yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
I get
but
it.
I understand why you
8
did it.
again.
Maybe get some momentum
9.
here.
Okay.
There you go.
There you
Drew
go.
with a 9. There we go. Does he have a finish?
It's
He has a
got,
grapple and a
Lead
sub in
submission
play.
1 in play. Wrench free.
ooh, blowing up the
Nice.
follow-up, playing some defense.
good.
I'll pop your follow up.
Pop it, baby.
10.
He's
Oof.
got a 10. I got an 8.
That's a
Okay,
draw
drawing
2. 1 for the gimmick, 1 for the churn. I mean, belt
Uh,
Rich
effect.
get richer.
Rock, you know firsthand the Underworld belt is
I
really powerful,
will-
especially when you
Of
keep hitting
course.
that one stat.
It's very good. You know, it's basically just, a rising sun
Play,
gimmick. It's
um,
always great to draw cards, but very
Yeah.
hard to defend because of that. It's not a churn roll boosting like the world. Let's see if Ken Fouché can get his
Follow-up
first title
sub.
defense.
Super Dragon leg twist.
That's a good.
Ooh.
It's good.
Flip
Follow up
four.
sub to flip 4.
Spine shaker. Make it rain. Das shakeout. And kickback.
Oh.
So I'm going to take Make
It's
It
got
Rain
options.
and Das shakeout. And then 3, 6.
It's got finish
I'm gonna
grapple
draw
and
a card
finish
off of the
strike in
gimmick.
hand.
Sure.
Okay.
Drew has 3 cards already spec'd.
5.
There you go.
7.
Gets the churn. Let's see some life from the commissioner here.
No strikes in play. If he has to finish strike, it's the safest one.
It'll be very protected. Only has
Follow
one
up grapple
stop for
avalanche
it.
driver.
Avalanche driver.
It's good.
Not
All right. I'm
Hits.
gonna bury the doppelbanger, draw it, and the top card of my deck.
Okay.
all right.
Gets it back.
Very strong
Number
card.
19 is still in discard
9.
for Ken Fouché.
Big 9. Bump on 9.
Discard for Queen Size. Take the shot.
Ooh, 5.
Big
10.
5.
Drawing
Ooh.
2.
That
All
is
two
a
again.
punish for rolling 5
um,
right there.
Drawing 2 on your 10 is so gross.
It is.
Gonna have to get rid of
Right.
2 here, bud.
Sure.
It works
Um,
very well. When you're behind it, it's really a
I
problematic.
will
But if you want to
pitch
snowball a lead, it is fantastic. And that is what Ken Fouché is doing currently.
Big discard for Ken.
Sweet and salty impact drop. How many
There's
cards
a
do you have
recursion
again?
card.
5.
He's went through that deck pretty quickly now. A flip 4 looks like 3
Does he throw
draws.
the Does he throw the blanked
See if you got
grapple though?
Stop for it, the pretzel pie.
Absolutely.
Might I?
Oh,
It's
no.
good. It's blank,
Okay.
but it's good.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Blank.
you all, of course, throw it.
Straight
Yeah.
roll.
Well, that's a 7.
7.
It's not bad.
5.
1. Oh no.
That's not the way,
6.
Drew.
Okay.
Dude, no.
Keep
No,
going.
Don't
come
worry,
on,
nothing
Drew.
bad has
time.
ever happened to me with a 7.
Come on, Drew. Not a 7.
8, thank God.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh god.
Gets the shoulder
Crowd
just
meter,
in time. Crowd meter 1.
Drew
A
said, "Not again.
straight-
I'm not losing a title on
8.
Crowd Mirror 07."
Extremely
6.
slow start for the
Man.
TVA commissioner.
It's Crowd Meter 1. Let's see if his dice can finally start heating up. Not a good start in Crowd Meter 1 with Ken taking the turn, but
He has a mountain to climb with
About a
the
forearm
lead
shot.
that Ken Fouché has.
Sounds good.
they already burned his spectacle.
Yeah.
Back 4. Or draw 1.
Draw 1.
Cool.
Okay.
On 1.
6.
Then that deck.
7. Sorry.
5.
I'm not sure why I keep calling
This
that
one's
a-
going into
a
the
7.
dice jail.
Man.
I was about to say, put it in dice jail.
Yikes.
You gotta
I'm gonna
get some of the
discard
big boulder
card for
die,
hand
dude.
size.
Sure.
I will discard.
This is a beat down from Ken Fouché right now.
Double wrist twist, I guess. And play follow-up strike, kicking the ropes.
I got a Philly cheese grater.
All right.
Delicious.
I'll show you stomping the ropes.
Resto handshake. What number is stomping the ropes? I'm not familiar.
It's a 7. It's a tornillo, but for agility.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Cutting
Shuts
off
down
the
his
gimmick.
gimmick.
7.
8.
Drew needs to string
Is
together
he a
some turnbuckles
follow-up?
here.
Or is he going to play the number 7? Shut the gimmick off.
You can
Maybe
hold your
stop the
cards up
bleeding
just a little.
for recursion at
Sure.
least.
Lead strike, knee lift.
Dude, he's going for the draws. He's looking for answers.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's a great play.
It's good.
I'll draw 2.
Stop the
Always
bleeding
respect
just
the
a little
bill.
bit.
Yeah.
5.
7.
Go
Here's
2
the
in a
opening
row.
he
2
needs.
turns in a row for the challenger.
He's got 4 cards, 1 from the draw, 2 from the knee lift, and 1
Man,
for the
oh,
churn.
man.
Kuzumobi
Go.
The
swinging.
crowd is firmly
I'm gonna
behind
pass and
Drew
bury
Matson.
trap in the corner.
Okay.
A pass and bury.
8.
Bump.
Okay.
Have we seen a
And the
10 yet
hand
from
size
Drew?
up.
1, maybe?
I think that gives me 11.
I don't think we have.
No.
It does. That's disappointing too.
But he's finally getting himself a hand. He was
I
sitting there with
will
2 or 3 cards for the longest time.
Ditch Restoration handshake. All right.
Put some backspin on that one.
Yeah.
Restoration handshake.
5.
Discard for hand
Okay.
size.
Yikes.
Drawing up. Gotta get rid of 1 again.
There's a momentum swing.
The 5s, you know, you lose the turn either way, but it's still demoralizing. It's been like 4 or 5 5s.
Oh, yeah.
And-
Dude.
Incredible.
Especially when Ken wasn't even rolling that high. I mean, like, what, he rolled a 7 and
No.
you roll 5? It's just, ugh.
He's rolled 10 twice. Like, this is nothing spectacular from Ken Fouché.
Yeah.
And I will pitch, I guess.
You can tell how dominant he's been in this match. He's had
I'll
to
shake
discard for
out
hand size several
and
times already.
Play
Finish
follow-up
strike
submission. Beat
discarded.
down in the corner.
Beat
Press
down
H to
21.
flip 1.
Yes.
Mm.
Ooh.
Wow.
It is good.
This
All
is
right.
a
I flip an
very
alien
interesting
boot drop.
play
That's
here.
unfortunate.
I flipped
Damn.
Steel City Showdown.
Oh, he
Very
flipped the
nice.
14.
Man.
Uh-huh.
Ken Fouché pulled an oracle. He just knew
5.
something was bad
Hey,
right there.
6. I'll take it.
No doubt.
Here we
The
go.
gentleman's win for Drew, though.
Wow.
Again, I think that's his second 5 he's rolled all game, and Drew finally able to capitalize.
Can I see any
Off
of
a
your 4, 5, and 6 in
6.
discard, please, sir?
I
You got
don't
some-
know. Let
You
me
got
check.
some keywords that I'm not sure of, so that's why I wanted to check.
Sure, no problem. You currently see none of my 4, 5, or
Ken
6.
Fouché
This
is
is disgusting.
locked and loaded, folks.
Ken, we've become pretty good friends, but I'm still, so don't take this personally, but I'm going to try and pin you to the wall, follow up sub when in play.
Good lord.
That seems rude. I'm going to roll twist chug
Pause?
that
Sure.
and pick up, I believe,
Going to the
my
discard.
old friend.
Yeah, don't try and
Super
pin Ken
Dragon
to the
leg
wall.
twist.
Sure.
Number 24 skill card. Flip 4, take 2, add it to hand.
10.
Oh
Goodness.
my
Uh-oh.
gosh.
6.
Drawing
That ain't
2.
it.
Drew Madsen 566 for his past 3 turn rolls. A
Ugh.
nightmare
That gives me 11.
scenario for the TVA and
I'm going to
Constellation.
discard twisting backflip.
So is the Bofa King. Shout out to the Bofa King.
and
Shout
I'm
out to
going to
King
play
Pink.
my finished sub,
Pink,
Todd
pink,
Erstricken.
Pink, pink, pink.
I have a
Oh, no.
side effect for that.
Woo.
Okay.
There you go.
Side effect. Love it. He was prepared for unstoppables.
A real 6 this time.
A real 5.
To a realer 5.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Yo, ladies
Ah,
and gentlemen.
Folks.
I think
Put them all in
I
dice
will
jail,
pass
Drew.
and bury the Todd Erstricken.
Burn him.
Sure.
He's Ken just burned through that deck.
And
Yeah.
roll a 7.
He's been
6,
killing
7.
it.
9.
Yeah.
There we
There you
go.
go. He's
Gotta
gotta
fight.
throw a derailed or something, man. It is. You need a
see.
game-changing card right here, and you need it now.
Let's go
Tough.
for lead grapple double throw.
There you go.
Need some
It's good.
momentum.
He's
All right.
searching.
Search my deck
Maybe for a
Searching
C1
for a
stop
grapple.
one.
or hook the top rope and put it on top of my deck.
That's a good
Okay.
one.
So what I'm hearing is I really need to win this turn.
You don't have to. I'd appreciate it if you didn't, actually.
Drew's gonna roll a 5, and you don't really
Okay,
gotta beg for
we're
much, Ken.
Oh, yeah. It's
I'll lose this one.
only fair.
Maybe I'll just roll it off the table.
9.
It's not bad. It's
Oh,
way
don't make
better
it
than a
easy for me.
5,
Yeah, no,
obviously.
that's what.
That's a 7 again.
Hey.
All
All right,
right.
Drew.
Let's see his 14.
This is your chance to capitalize.
Let's see. Follow up grapple, American Dragon drop.
Card back on top.
Top deck something.
Is good.
All right.
4. Okay.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and put the alien boot drop on top.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Defense wins
That's a-
championships,
He's
baby.
starting to swim, folks. He's not drowning.
5.
Uh-oh.
9.
9.
Trying to
Oh,
get
the
together.
momentum is swinging.
I'll
He's
go
got
with
another
some
one.
doppelganger,
defense.
finish grapple.
Finish grapple 2 in play.
Twisting
play.
splash.
Mhm.
Sure.
I'm going to actually probably pick up one out of the discard at this point.
Because
I
it is a twist card, he activates his gimmick, which puts a card from discard on
Yeah.
top
And
of
I'd rather
that.
recur something from the discard pile, especially when all you have to do is win
Twist
one
and
turn
wrist
roll to hit
lock.
that sub.
Mm-hmm.
And I can
He's going to have to
force you
burn through that
reroll your next
14,
turn.
but still.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I got a 10, so probably going to have
There's the first
Yes, I got an 8. I
one.
would like for you to reroll, please.
Unfortunate.
Ooh.
Incredible. The
Reroll.
first 10. Do it
Do a
again.
Okay.
My man.
Some things are meant to be.
10. Uh-huh. Lead grapple once more with feeling.
It's good.
I'll show you my 2
Going
sub
to.
stops and pick up my finished grapple.
Mhm.
Sub
All
stops,
right.
grapple goes to hand.
8.
Drew.
Roll.
Bump
Big
on
bumping.
8.
Not bad.
Needed
Ah.
it.
If Ken,
Hitching Todd
of course,
Erstricken.
Ken gets to finish sub back, but Drew just showed I had both stops in my hand.
And
9.
this is a turn of tables. What a comeback we're
Bump.
seeing here.
Bump
Bump
on
again.
9s.
Drew is fighting hard to stay in this match.
That's what we wanted to see.
Discard.
And Drew finally has to
Stop in the
pitch for hand
ropes.
size.
Yep.
You got to
10.
think Drew's a lot more comfortable now in this given situation.
5.
Mhm.
Big 5.
10.
Oh my
10.
Oh,
gosh.
man.
Oh,
A new
heater.
life.
And discard
After
snap kick.
So many 5s
and
and
throw the
6s in a
finished grapple.
row.
It's
scrap.
gonna be good.
And
It's
it
good.
Alrighty. I get to
hits.
copy a
Meter
card
one.
you have in play.
Okay. Let's
Let me
see.
choose
Draw 1
finish
or
grapple.
shuffle 4. Each player buries one card in their hand,
Probably not going to be that one,
or
honestly.
force me to re-roll my next turn roll. Or we can each flip a card.
I'll just draw the one with forearm shot.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
So it's
One
grab
card.
meter
Grab meter
1,
one.
8 to a 9, 7 to a
Can he
9,
do it?
9 to a 10.
9 to a 10.
Oh, baby,
One.
this is what we
Looking for
want.
red.
One.
One.
2
2
and 3. Good game.
Holy shit.
Good game.
Ew.
Somebody will get your fit fine. Here's your winner.
There's going to be more. Oh my God, Ken.
And the new Underworld champion, the TVA commissioner, Brew Madsen.
Oh, Ken, you are so good of a player. I can't believe that just fucking happened. I can't. Like,
I'll get those bits covered
I get
for him,
paid
baby.
on Thursday. I'll get it. Yeah, Ken. We've played so many times. He probably knows Mimic better than my locals. We've played so many damn times, bro.
Yep.
I cannot believe.
Congratulations, Pie.
Woo, thank you.
Fantastic match.
Well, the
That's
TVA
congrats.
commissioner finally gets the monkey off his back, wins an LFF championship. How many tries was that, Drew? 3? 4?
For
Too
what?
damn many.
For
Any
what?
champion,
For
any
title.
Oh, it's way more than fine, guys. Way more than 4.
It was his
Four
third
I've
against
seen.
me.
I was about to say it was it was his third against Ken because it was US and tag and this.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Oh shit. So those of you who sold Mimic, you sold too fucking early. $200 is cheap.
Oh,
To the moon, baby.
to the moon, baby.
Well,
All
Oh
right.
my
Here's
God.
the good news, Drew. You go straight out of the frying pan into the fire. Your first defense will be closing out the books on 2024 by facing the Grand Gathering Underworld Tournament winner, John Polverino. Press 1P as the pulverizer is your first defense.
Oh,
with Mimic.
Pulverizer! This man
Welcome to the
hours.
Welcome to the Underworld, buddy.
Welcome to the league, baby.
It really sucks.
Oh God!
It's just business.
I'm
Oh.
not scared of John Polverino.
I was about to say,
judging
this
by
ain't a problem.
I'm playing him all the time because we keep getting matched up. Well, who cares?
Sorry, Jeremy. John was the runner-up.
John was the run. I was about to say. Regardless, I'll beat John Polverino just like I'm gonna do in Faction Wars, and for the rest of the night, I'm getting fucking lit.
Let's go, baby. All right. All right, we will be right back. Once again, congratulations to Drew Madsen finally winning an LFF title. He is your new Underworld champion. Ken Fouché, we have a million good things to say about you. It was a fantastic reign. It is always a pleasure to have you on here, and we can't wait to see the next title you're going to win because you've been collecting them like Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Damn, those
All right,
dabbers,
folks.
baby.
We will be right back with the world title. Stick around.
I heard you on Candy Shop Talk, but you're not hunting me. I'm hunting you. Let's go. Young ALLERG. Why in the hell would you step to me? You got your little camo on, but you're not ready for war. I'm on entrances. What you got? Card number 4? You're only on a stop. Let's not get it twisted. I was on a trio before TVA existed. Low rolling, let's get ready to rumble. I got more green than Vietnam jungle. Quit bumping for a second, try to understand. I'll beat your face redder than your little headband. You got a big head, you're simple, getting chucked up. The rainbow vortex and I ain't getting sucked up. Rambo, APOC, watch your stock drop. Beat you on Sunday or on Candy Shop. You got killed on the theme from Rambo 2, but there's no more sequels when I'm done with you. When you're pushed, rapping's as easy as breathing.
Oh man, we gotta do it 4 more times like Kendrick. Anyway, folks, welcome to your main event of the evening. That is right, we got world title action, and it is set for one fall.
One fall.
One fall.
Introducing first, the challenger, hailing from the kingdom, representing KSW worldwide. He is one half of your Deep South Tag Team Champions, and he is your winner of Gen Con 2024, the Enforcer, Larry Beadnell.
And now, your champion. She is from San Antonio, Texas. Por Vida, baby. She is a former Trios, Intergalactic, former and best 6-stop champion. She is the 2023 Champion of the Year. She is repping the Constellation and the Deep South. She is your reigning, defending, undisputed LFF World Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, yes!
And he broke his mic. Beautiful. All right, best of luck to all of you. Our referee for this match is none other than the Underworld GM, Bob Dunn. So nice, we booked him twice. Bob will take you through the beginnings. Best of luck to both of you.
Thank you.
Good luck, competitors. This is for the LFF World Heavyweight Championship. The challenger, Larry Beadnell. Can we see your play area, please? For both of you, in fact. Let's see the play areas. Larry, is it anywhere we can see your die rolls?
I have a dice tray that I'm going to move over.
Okay, so only if it stays in the tray,
Yeah.
correct?
Correct.
Okay. And your entrance is Director of Operations?
Correct.
What are your spectacles?
I'm Newman. That's all I got down here with me.
Newman spectacles. Okay, very good.
All right.
Champion. You're using the LFF World Heavyweight Championship. Which skill will you make +2?
Submission.
Submission will be +2. Very good. What are your spectacles?
I will be using Valiant.
Valiant spectacles. And rolls only count if they stay in the tray, correct?
Correct. Only in the tray.
Very good. If there are any questions, stop and wait. Otherwise, ring the bell. Good luck.
All right.
All right. Yasmin, the champion, versus the Gen Con 2024 World Champion winner, Larry, the Enforcer. This is going to be a great matchup, but I'm going to have Yasmin at -550 and Larry +550.
All right.
Would be a massive upset
Good luck,
in the
yeah.
LFF
Good
world
luck, Larry. Let's have
if the
fun.
Enforcer wins.
Here we go. Start out with the Tech 8.
You got it. I got a grapple 5.
All right,
The Enforcer with the first turn.
and he get
We'll
out to
go
a
with
fast
lead
start.
grapple Kablow.
That's a fast start.
Kablow is good.
Shutting off the
My
discard
gimmick
pile.
trigger, I will flip 2, flipping Throat Slam, and boss beats. Neither one of them will go back to hand. +3
Ooh,
more
flipping
power,
to
sub, and grapple on next
25.
turn roll.
Okay.
Oh,
That's a strike 7.
That is a tech 8.
Okay.
well, he missed the
In a row
bonuses,
for
but he got the
row.
turn.
I will pass and bury the boss beats.
That's good.
All
Good
right.
reason. That's the path to victory for Yasmin, in my opinion.
Agility 10.
Big 10.
Gotcha. Grapple 10.
Bump
Bump it up.
matches it.
Strike 7.
Yeah, power 5.
All right, champ
The
of the
champ.
turn.
As with her first turn of the match.
I'll play a debt arm stomp. Lead sub.
Lead sub.
That checks.
We'll pineapple for sheep it.
All right.
Okay.
Reveal.
Feeling that?
Legendary triangle.
Swinging suplex.
All right.
Okay.
He's got a
Power
follow up.
All right.
Power 5.
Ooh.
2 in a row for Yasmin.
Lead strike, brawling, and punching cannot be stopped by follow-ups.
It hits.
All right.
All right. Does nothing, but she gets a lead out there.
Agility 10.
Ugh.
Agility 7.
All right.
No.
Strive for lead grapple, diving, takedown.
That one hits.
Sorry, follow grapple.
Oh.
So I'll search my deck or discard pile for a grapple.
This is
put it on top
massive.
of my shuffled deck.
It still hits.
This is massive, folks. This is an old school card for you.
Oh, yeah.
Boss beats on the bottom of the deck. This could be lethal.
That
One
flip.
thing he's got is say one stop
That
one.
flip off of the gimmick,
I'm gonna
hitting
put
flipping the boss piece is just
flip the
ugh.
bird on top of my shuffled deck. My number 8.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
you know what that means?
means it's in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
This got deadly to lethal.
7.
Bump on
Pump
sevens.
it up.
I like that Larry has to keep moving the dice
11?
tray to roll.
That beats
Oh.
8.
Uh-oh.
Oh, 11.
Champ with the
Try
turn.
for finish grapple, pop a press slam.
Uh-oh.
One other grapple in play.
Oh, it
It's good.
hits.
All right,
Mhm.
so I'll draw one.
It hits.
1 to power. Finish roll 6 or less. It is +2. That is an 8 to a 9.
8 to a 9. He
Takes a
needs
sub
grapple or submission.
What
Here we
does
go,
he
3
have?
rolls.
Breakout roll is sub 9.
All right, Grimmy
He's
roll.
out, baby.
Ow.
Easy enough.
Crowd meter
meter,
1. No
Most folks
sweat.
might not know
Oh,
him, but
yeah.
it's going to take a lot more than a 9 to take down the
A 7?
enforcer.
A 6.
I mean, his turn rolls might take him down.
Oh.
Lead grapple, flip the bird.
It hits.
All right, so +3 to my power technique and strike during my turn roll. My next turn roll, when I stop a card, this stop card has blank text. Until the end of turn, I may bury it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Gross.
That's 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh my.
That's 5.
5. Oh.
2 in a row.
Card. Follow up grapple, swinging suplex.
It hits.
I will add the finish grapple to my hand.
Run it
All right.
back.
Finish
Pop a
grapple.
Run it
Go in the
back.
hand.
That is a 6.
Big 6.
That is an 8.
I will gimmick. I'll
8.
draw
All
one
right.
card of my deck. Next turn rolls +1.
Larry, can Larry get something going, or at least draw a stop? Hopefully. Remember, the boss beats is on the bottom of his deck.
Mm-hmm.
Although I doubt he's running draw from the bottom.
Nah, I doubt. I think his best bet is probably hopefully drawing that.
We'll go a little
Maybe
lead
a
strike
shuffle would be
apocalypse.
nice.
Shuffle.
APOC.
Petlock, friendly draw. And I will have you bury the
oh.
apocalypse for flip the bird.
All right.
Oh.
Well, the boss piece is no
Nice.
longer on the bottom.
Let
It's
me
now
turn
second
it to
from
the
the
side
bottom.
so I remember.
Well,
All right.
+1 to the
5,
turn
2,
roll.
6.
5 to
That is
6.
a 9.
okay.
9.
Nice.
Big 9.
9, Larry. 2 turns in a
else?
row.
What else does he have?
Let's
We saw the
Well,
APOC for desperation. He's gonna
try
have to.
lead strike, thunderous punch, blank text.
Sure.
All right.
Now he's just trying to build up a board, I guess.
Absolutely.
Tech of 6.
Strike of 6.
So I'll gimmick
Bump
and
it
you
up.
bump. And I think I owe you a card.
Draw
1
one.
second.
Yep.
That's when you got to win if you're the
For
enforcer.
hand size, I'll give
Can't
you
bump
yeah.
on their
a
gimmick.
finish sub. I'll discard that.
To draw 2
About
+1 for
himself.
her.
We'll go with a power 5.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
That's an
baby.
11.
that's a 3-card suite
11.
right there.
You know what's coming? The pop-up.
I'll discard the final dungeon luck for hand size, and I'll try for the finish
oh,
He
grapple.
draw the 19.
You're looking
Elbow
for
strikes it
specs.
this time.
Elbow
There it is.
strikes!
He got it.
Elbow strikes! He drew it!
With the tech 6,
That is a sub 9.
I'll draw the
Oh my
bottom
gosh.
card.
Nice.
+1
A
on my
new
next
life
turn roll.
for the Enforcer.
Yaz has a full grip, though.
Mm-hmm.
He's still fighting
Now
an
you
uphill
get a bunch of
battle.
Follow up
offense
submission, choke
here.
on the smoke.
Joke on the smoke,
Okay,
follow up.
follow
That's
up.
good.
Smoke.
That's a real
Gets a
good one.
shuffle, gets a good finish.
Going for that Gargano
Mm.
escape.
That's fine.
What?
It's
Not
good.
worried about it.
My deck for 3 subs.
And that's huge because of the shuffle. We saw the boss beats on the bottom early on.
Still only has one stop left is the only problem.
And Yaz, knowing the deck builder that she is probably running so much recursion. Plus, she could pass Barry, roll tech, immediately get it back into her hand, and get a +1.
Lock and
Looking for
I'll
boss
throw
beats
Ricotta
with a
in there.
13.
Shuffle my deck back up.
Larry, the choke of the smoke is still in play, right?
Yes.
Okay, just make sure you
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
back.
I
on the
was
deck.
reading the card. Yes. Right there.
You gotta read the card. Reading the card explains what the card
Uh,
does.
Mhm.
I've had to shout that many a times at conventions and tournaments. So I'm like, guys, come on.
I myself am a big reader, so I never have
Yeah.
any issues.
Really? I thought you only like the books with pictures in them.
No. The Professor Matt Smith is an English teacher. I'm filled with literacy and novels.
Put
And
Ricotta in the discard
don't even worry.
pile.
Literacy and novels. All right.
Finish on top. American Dragon Leg Lock in hand.
Okay.
Let's talk about the match.
American Dragon Leg Block in the hand.
7 to an 8.
That's a 6.
All right. Yaz with the turn.
Papa.
Does she have another?
Papa and discard.
I'll
Looking to
discard
get it
Steel
back.
City Showdown for hand size.
Mhm.
I'll play Finish Strike. No other strikes in play.
Okay.
It's strikey.
None in
got?
play.
What we got?
None in play.
Got me
15,
one.
27.
Should.
We'll
Maybe a
go
spec?
Capture, sleeper, hold, and your next turn roll will be -2.
That's what I was looking for. I was looking for the
Hold on.
15.
Okay, yeah, that's
He's
the
a tech
equal
8.
8, right?
Yep,
Mhm.
equal 8.
Got it.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a 10 to an 8.
Disgusting. Larry, you gotta move your
Well,
dice
that's an
tray a
8,
bit
so we
more.
bump.
All right.
There's off.
You could barely see it. Oh, we'll take his word for it.
That's
11?
this is the ref's discretion.
Oh, yes, with the 11.
Man.
I have
Champ with the turn.
11.
Listen, your 10s are no good here, man. Not when they have an 11. He's only rolled 1 10 so
I'm gonna
far.
discard Swing and a Hit for hand size and play a lead strike of Drawing Dimes.
Draw them
Start
dimes.
the drawing
Getting it
dimes.
back. James
Who really-
Bucka art.
James Bucka, man. Draw some
Love that
dimes.
guy.
Listen
Big
up, Jack.
Bucka fan. Weighing the options here.
Yeah, I'm American Dragon Leg Lock it.
I have no other
Wow.
Yes,
strike
no-
in play.
You can't.
Oh, yeah, stop. You
I
can do
mean,
that.
that's
That's
Picking
not
up
a
Take
the
good
that.
finish grapple
sign.
plus
Press
1 of
line.
my 10.
That's not a good sign.
not a good sign, especially when you just showed us that you have that.
That's an 8.
Big 8.
That's an 8.
Bump
Bump.
on 8s.
I will discard.
And remember, folks, after this, we will have a spider
I'll discard
meeting
Nick Vice for hand size.
to
Nick
shake
Vice for
up the
hand size.
LFF in its division. Stay tuned.
The
Oh,
7.
yeah.
An
Big
8.
7.
Okay.
All
Mm.
right, Larry with the turn. Hopefully he's able to draw into that boss beats eventually.
Rambo, how do you feel about Yasmin's position in this game currently?
We'll go
He's in
follow
fantastic
submission,
shape
legendary
right now.
triangle.
Legendary triangle.
Triangle.
That's fine.
All right. Grapple was an 11.
Oh, nice.
All
Eleven?
right.
That's not bad.
Ooh,
11.
11. Can we bump on 11?
11.
We won.
11!
There you go.
Bumping on
Yes.
11!
Electric.
You
For
love
hand
it.
size, I'll discard a Snap Punch.
All right, Bino pulling out all the stops, bumping up the 10 to an
That's a
11.
Snap punch.
That's an 8.
Oh,
All right. Larry, with
Larry,
the
before you play any
turn.
more cards, could you just turn that legendary triangle sideways so we know it's active? Thank you.
there you
Shout out to
go.
Bob Donna, a very fair ref.
Very, very great ref.
Very great. Very good.
Yes, literacy.
Full of literacy in novels.
We'll go ahead and start
That's
trying
still
to burn
sitting
through some
pretty
stops.
well.
Let's go that Gargano escape.
Gargano
sub.
Finish
escape.
sub.
I'll stop it with Hook the Top Rope.
Mhm.
So I will
Mhm.
bury one in your discard, and I'll bury an addition. And I can also bury the Gargano escape. So
Mhm.
what do you have in discard besides that finish?
Ricotta, Pineapple for Sheep, Kablau, and Throat Slam.
Forgot.
You can just
Oh.
bury the finish. That's fine.
Figure.
Finish. Gone.
Gargano
Out of
escape.
here.
And then bury.
Smart.
To flip the bird is really good.
Absolutely.
5?
But that means Larry also gets to bury a card in your discard pile, yes, right?
Yes.
For
So
what? Oh,
you
yeah,
can bury
for the
Snap
stop.
Punch, Neck Vice, Arm Stomp, swinging a hit, Finish Strike, Steel City Showdown, Final Dungeon Lock, Finish Sub, Brawling and Punching, and Diving Takedown.
Bury
You
the
gotta do
finish strike.
garbage.
You gotta be,
Alright.
yeah, you gotta do
And
garbage.
I rolled 5 for my turn
I
roll.
rolled an 8 for mine.
Not the biggest.
I mean, that's
fan of
actually
that.
fine though, because he has the 21 in his hand though.
Mm-hmm.
I still like garbage.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I would have buried it too, but I mean, I think Larry has a plan.
Maybe we'll see.
I think maybe I don't know.
But he does have the churn, and that is what is important.
Yeah.
Finish sub on the
I mean,
bottom.
I don't know. I don't know. Unless he got some deck tech from that bum Kirk Polka, you know.
DVA number 2.
I mean,
Kirk
yeah,
Polka number
change
3.
I'm
that.
going to pass and bury Kablau.
Pass and bury.
The Kablau. All right.
Not a lot going on there.
Yeah,
10?
no, that's a 10.
5.
Big 5. Ugh.
Tap with the turn.
Did he draw the boss beats?
Finish
Is the
grapple?
question.
Boss beats.
He did.
There it is.
Boom.
There it is.
One more. She's got it.
Tech 6.
Big 6.
Strike 6. Bump.
Bump, and she gets the bottom and the top.
And top.
That's
Incredible.
twice now. That's brutal.
You really. That's one of those things. You can't bump on 6s, dude.
discard
You
the finish
gotta
strike.
win that.
Mm-hmm.
5, 2, 6.
That's a 7.
Larry with the
Evan
turn.
gets it.
And just a little bit better.
Larry the Enforcer representing KSW worldwide.
12 in my
Awesome,
hand.
awesome dudes down there in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Keep water right now. Gotta do some
Wondering
thinking.
what to
How does he
do.
want to do this?
You gotta thin
He's
that
thinking-
deck.
The gears are turning, man. The gears are turning in that head.
Mm.
I thin.
I would go thinning right here. Try and get back that Gargano escape.
I'm a big fan
Let's,
of thinning. What can I say?
Let's watch the world burn. Let's throw an 8-pack at you again.
Love it.
Ah, yes. I love that
That's
card.
a-
Great card.
Amazing card.
Love it.
Pulling some Chris Pate action here.
It's a Michigan deck tech right there. That's our
Yeah,
play
that's the
style.
Michigan deck deck.
Pass and
Blow
bury.
up,
Sure, that's fine.
Yes.
blow up the world. And it's
Yeah!
good. I actually like this. It clears away all of those poison effects that she has. It gets rid of the flip the bird. So it stopped it immediately get
7.
It's a
buried.
good reset. It's a good needed reset
Deck
for
8.
him.
Deck
And he gets it
8.
again.
And gets the turn. Plus, now he can just start passing burying those stops.
He's slowing down the game, which he needs. You know, giving him a second to get his composure, his thoughts ready.
Let's go lead strike knife edge chop.
A flip to or
Again.
pick up a follow up. As me
And
checking.
also gets his discard some more cards, which help his gimmick.
Yeah, but I think he picks up the 19 if it goes through.
Oh yeah.
Benny and Hammerhold. We both bury one in each player's
All right.
discard
Oh,
pile.
Benny.
How many cards do you have left in deck before I decide?
At the
And
killer.
deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
no.
7, 8.
Okay.
Eesh.
And what submissions do you have in discard?
Submissions in discard are Legendary Triangle, Capture Sleep and Hold, Choke on the Smoke, Rakata, and that is all.
Cool.
You can bury the 15.
There is
Rakata.
15. All
And
right.
then
Cool.
so for mine, is there anything you're looking for? You want me to just go through all what I have in discard?
Yeah, we're just going to go through some of it. What finishes you got down there first?
I got finish strike and finish grapple.
Very
And
Sarah
finish
doing-
all 3 of them.
Oh, how many are in your how much deck do you got left? You've been discarding a lot too.
It'd be
I
so
got
funny
4
if
cards
you-
left in deck.
Card.
Honestly,
Just bury that grapple. Give me a little bit of time to breathe.
honestly,
All right. Burying the grapple.
Like that. Yaz did something really smart. She asked how many cards are left in his deck. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Power 5.
please roll technique.
That's a 7.
Ah, that would have been so
7 for the champ.
insta wins.
Unstoppable Fujiwara armbar. Lead sub.
Oof.
Yeah.
Man,
Oof. It
tough.
turns
That
off
was
his
fear.
skill stops. That's
tough.
gross.
7.
6.
5.
Oh!
Ah!
Enforcer's gone cold.
2 more
On way
cards,
cold.
and then the finish.
She
Quick
doesn't
grapple, the crowd is
have-
marking out.
Oh, to draw the bottom
Smash.
card.
Hey,
Showing
He stops
you
it.
Daredevil dive.
I got Armenian Super Show.
2 more cards.
Oh,
Classic. I love Armenian Super Show.
Or Tech 6.
Grapple 5.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Power 5.
Power 5. Oh, they're bumping.
Horrified.
Harry, change your dice.
One
I have
more
11. I'm gonna
turn.
discard face stretch.
Big
Grapple
roll.
5.
Oh, don't
Grapple
do
5.
it.
Big roll.
Do it.
Big roll.
Power 5.
We bump.
Oh, you a card now.
They are bumping on 5s like crazy.
Daredevil die for hand size.
no.
I'll discard figure 4. Headlock.
5.
Another 5.
Another?
6.
Okay.
Oh, man. Yo 11.
Oh,
He beats the streak.
go 11. It bumped 7 times so far in this match, and most of them have been on 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll discard.
What, forgetting what gimmicks do? That never happened to me.
Why would I do
Yeah.
that?
Not once.
We'll discard Super Kick for hand size. And we'll try a follow-up strike.
79 live for this
Follow
moonsault.
up, strike, daredevil dive.
There-
Moonsault, moonsault. My bad. My bad.
That has to be revealed,
My
correct?
bad. I heard.
Opponent randomly reveals 3 cards in their hand. Discard all revealed stops.
Oh,
Well
has to.
scouted. We both bury one in each discard.
I love it.
Oh, this is
That's
gonna
very
get.
true.
This is.
Any
this is
other
gonna
subs
get
you have
interesting
in
because
there?
Yaz has no deck.
Any other subs? Figure 4 headlock was the only thing that was added from a while ago.
Figure 4 headlock. What number is that?
That is 12.
12.
And that lets you top deck a sub if you have another sub in play, right?
Correct.
Man.
Man, he went all
you
in on that
can,
Gargano escape.
bottom deck the card I just stopped.
Moonsault. Okay.
Yeah. And so,
Hmm.
anything you're looking for within my discard, I've
What stops? What stop any of them?
Yeah,
I
there's
got my
stop
Actually,
20.
go ahead and bury that finish sub. That's one I should have done a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah, just to be clear, figure 4 headlock actually adds the sub to your hand, right,
okay.
Larry? Not top
Oh.
deck. I don't think
Oh,
it
yeah,
changes
just
your
add the
answer,
hand,
but
yeah. From your
Yeah.
discard pile to your hand.
That's fine.
Yaz
Burying
is
the
like, I
finish
don't
sub.
care.
Mm-hmm.
finish sub buried.
7.
Oh, door's
Better
open.
than 5.
7.
Bump
Bump.
on 7s.
Not the
All
worst
right.
thing,
Yeah, not the worst. That's another bump.
Still
That's
got a
8
deck.
bumps now.
but you gotta capitalize here quick.
A 9.
5.
Nice.
All right.
Man.
Nice.
Champ, trade that
Gotta
dot
get
out.
that
You got it.
boss beats in hand.
Does he have?
Or we'll
Still
discard
okay.
skull busting boot.
Oh,
The enforcer's getting closer.
He's got to
skull.
find a way.
I love skull busting boot. Awesome card.
We'll try a little lead grapple slam into the mat.
That lets him draw one.
That's fine.
But it also gimmicks.
All right. Trigger's gimmick, flipping Gargano escape, and Kablau, Gargano escape to hand.
I think they had the same hand size.
The Tech 6.
Tech 6.
That is a sub 9.
He's
All
getting
right.
his groove on, but he's still extremely vulnerable here. Finish grapple on deck for Yasmin.
He needs. I'm not even sure what he goes for. Does
Jesus
Hammer
is what I
sub.
would
I mean,
prefer.
you hammer subs.
because
That's the way
she
to
has
do it.
because she has a 9 to an 11, so
Yeah, it's
strikes.
not looking
I mean,
good.
normally
Drop
his strikes are
one.
the most protected, but just not.
We'll give you
Nope.
a toss.
He needs to play defense in a big way here.
Yeah, he definitely needs to play defense.
I will pass and bury.
Yep.
I don't know what his deck is looking like, but
Yeah, or the Armenian. Like, does he still have the Armenian Super Show in his hand?
Boss beats.
I didn't see it
I
go
believe
into
so.
discard pile.
But, you know, all
Uh,
speaks is not a bad call.
no, it's not a bad call at
11?
all.
Unless
That's
the-
bad though.
You got it.
I was about to say an 11's bad though.
still
Can I
got a
say
Alright,
spec.
Shane.
19? No. You just buried boss beats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Still got a spec. Still
finish
got a spec.
grapple.
What's the hand
How many
size
cards
looking
he's got?
like?
Yep.
All right.
Meter
I'd
one,
say he had discard
Round meter
hand size,
one.
didn't he?
8,
10?
9 to 10.
10. So he
Drop
needs
meter?
blue.
Right. Keep
Yeah,
his
let me
hopes
see.
alive. This will be really big for him if he can pull this off.
Power 5.
One.
Agility 7.
2.
Two.
Grapple.
Blue, Larry. Keep the dream alive.
Sub 9. Good game, man.
3.
Incredible.
Here is your winner, and still LFF World Heavyweight Champion, Yasmin. Congratulations, Yas.
Thank you.
Good game, Larry.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job, Larry.
Congratulations. Yaz, the reign continues. Larry, an excellent match from you. Fantastic. It was a lot. It was back and forth for a little bit towards there at the end. My final count is you guys bumped 8 times, and the majority of those were on 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Excellent match from you guys. Rambo, anything to add?
Oh no, just let the moment breathe, baby. Champ, what are your thoughts?
It was a good game. I'm glad that I faced Larry. I always have good matches with him. It was very much deserved, especially after winning Gen Con. Larry is one of those players. When you think of legends, he's up there with KSW. Always, yeah. So
I am not a Hall of Famer.
oh, you
I
should
am
be.
not a Hall of Famer.
Well, you should be.
Kings and the Jester.
Oh, we'll get your name in there eventually.
I'm still active. Is how I look at it.
All right, awesome. But folks, once again, congratulations to Yasmin winning and retaining another notch in the belt, another foe slain. I'm sure we will hear later who your next challenger is. There is a laundry list of people who are coming after that belt. Larry, once again, congratulations on winning Gen Con. One hell of a match. Best of luck defending the Deep South tag titles going forward. You and King Pink. Shout out to King Pink. And shout out to KSW.
Not to mention,
yes, Bob.
not to mention that I hear there may be 64 players going after the Cookies fortune.
Oh yes. I'm sure we will
10
be
p.m.
hearing
tonight,
some of that
folks.
later. But folks, we have to move on because we have a very special segment coming up about Project Spider. So we will be right back in a minute.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sunday Night Fights. And what exciting times it's been. We've had a constellation domination tonight of Drew Madsen winning his first ever LFF gold, Yasmin retaining her championship, and my God, just when you think the night can't get any better, you get Rambo Apocalypse and GM Calais on your screen at the same time.
That's right.
My God,
I
welcome.
love it. Thank you. I appreciate that. I always love being introduced by you. I want to thank the broadcasting team this evening for calling two fantastic matches. Nothing bigger in the LFF, the Underworld Championship and the World Championship. I can't say enough good things about the production, Brian Schmidt, and of course, I want to give a shout out to Bob Dunn for making the Underworld division can't miss television. Bob Dunn leaves Just Business and literally becomes one of my favorite people on the planet. And putting this whole presentation, literally just put him in the Hall of Fame tomorrow. I love Bob Dunn, and you left all those morons who are probably going to go down to the Constellation Faction Wars, which is just unbelievable.
I'm staying super neutral, but Flock of Florida friends advance, so we got that.
Look at that. See, Bob Dunn
did.
leaves Just Business. Just Business is on the ropes out here in the first round. Bob Dunn's on the golf course in the second round, waiting for everybody else to finish. It's ridiculous. All right,
A little chilly on the golf course, even in Florida this week.
Even in Florida, yeah. So I want to open up the broadcast here before we get into the Spider Selection Show and talk about two things. I want to start by talking about the Grand Gathering. There was obviously some very bizarre date. Couldn't get the date right. We had to change it. Mother's Day. This is the only time I'm going to do this, maybe ever. And I've been doing this a long time. I want to apologize because it is my fault. I didn't check the calendar. I couldn't do several dates in May. There's a lot of reasons for this. The primary reason is I'm happy to announce to the LFF that the Concrete Jungle Warrior, my wife, is pregnant with our first son, baby GM, joining us in June.
Let's go.
And in order for me to be at the Grand Gathering, we had to select a date that was going to work, and that's why when I heard the proposed dates, I quickly picked the only one in May I might be able to make, which happened to be Mother's Day. And then Memorial Day wouldn't work for me. So we are going to host a very, very, really, really entertaining virtual Grand Gathering in May. And if you were part of the virtual Grand Gathering known as Grand Gathering 2, it was actually probably the best stream in the history of the LFF. Really, really was. I hope to have something like that. And of course, in the fall, we will be right back with the live Grand Gathering, and I do apologize, and that's the last time I'm saying that to the LFF, and appreciate. Yes, I appreciate all of that.
Cheers and congratulations to you and the Concrete Jungle Warrior. We think there's a pretty good reason there not to have that thing in May. You know, she might have killed you if it was her first pre-Mother's Day that you weren't there too.
That's absolutely correct. And and now there's a successor to the GM throne. How about that? I can actually retire in 20 years. Let's go. Yes. All right. But for now, you're stuck with me, and I am going to go right into the Cookie's Fortune. So let's talk about it. Bob's going to bring everything up on the screen here, but we can talk just generally. We all know what the Cookie's Fortune is. It's an opportunity to get a title shot at any time you want. It has generally led to a champion. In the hands of Just Business, it has always led to a disappointment. No surprise there. John Polverino. And who was the other one? Was it Chris Pate? It was just Chris Pate. So
I cashed in successfully.
Now the Cookie's Fortune goes way back on Long Island. I'm talking about 10 years ago, and the Cookie's Fortune then was a lot more chaotic than it is now. You think this one's bad? Draw 10. That one was like anytime, any place, any belt. Draw 10. Stipulate. It was a whole nine. I'm not going to talk about the rules changes to the Cookie's Fortune because we're talking about them internally. Should it be an entrance card? Should it not? There's a couple of different things that we've been going over. We have a committee for that. But the point is, the likelihood of becoming a champion when you hold the Cookie's Fortune is extremely high. I announced last time in the Spider Reveal show that you may only challenge for the LFF World Championship or the Underworld Championship unless you are in that division. There is no other way to challenge for those championships. You do not play up for the World Championship. You have to get into that division. So by holding the Cookie's Fortune, you have to make sure that if you want a World Championship shot, that you have a World Championship competitor. Well, we have designed the Cookie's Fortune to make sure that there are 64 players, and they're only coming from the World and the Underworld division. and they will be one of each, ladies and folks. That means we will be hosting a draft. I am not hosting a draft on Twitch. The draft is going to happen live on Facebook through posts. It's going to be a disaster.
Oh,
I
real
can't
posters.
wait. It's going to be horrible.
It's going to be
It's
horrible.
going to be terrible. I'm excited. We're going to be tagging You're Up Next. We're going to try to see this thing happening in real time. Look, but then you can go back to the history and kind of see who picked who. Now, here's where it gets interesting. There are Group A and Group B. Group A is the World Championship 32, and Group B is 32 out of the 64 from the Underworld division. Group A and Group B will have pod stages, and then they'll each have their own top cut. And in the finals, Group A will play against Group B winners. Here's the catch. One of them's World and one of them's Underworld. That match in the finals will be 2 out of 3. The Underworld Group B winner will select the first and the third stipulation, of course, if necessary for the third, while the second middle stipulation will be selected by the winner of the World Group A pod side. We don't know exactly how many players will be in top cut, but it could be 32. So it could be half of the field making it into the top cut. Now,
and it's by the order of the 32 drafted, John, which means if you draft an Underworld competitor in the first 32 picks, you're going to be playing against world competitors because you're going to be in pod A.
That's interesting.
Right? Because it is possible that not every World's competitor is going to be drafted. We may have people who draft from the Underworld thinking that they're stronger.
That's interesting. I was actually just you know what? That's a good point. Bob, you make a really good point. I just randomly assumed that all 32 world competitors would be taken. I'm dead wrong on that. So let's do this. All of the world competitors, regardless of draft placement, are going into the world pod. All of them. And then the highest ranked or highest selected Underworld will fill the rest of that pod. We'll do it that way.
Hey guys.
Mr. Pulverino.
Hey, quorum.
We were just talking about the Cookies Fortune. Ever seen one?
I did.
Yes,
Many
John
have you
Pulverino is registered for the Cookies Fortune event. That's a guarantee. He's looking forward to try to getting it back. We're going to give, due to the holidays, probably 6 weeks for the group stages. I know we have Faction Wars going on as well, so give it time. And then I would like to see as many of those top cut matches streamed as possible. So that obviously, like, that'll, put some Sunday night fights and book them up a bit. They're all going to be one fall except for the final. Any questions about this tournament?
You'll have to play 7 matches in your group stage.
Right.
And it's unclear how many will advance. So just do the best you can, but get all 7 games in.
Yeah. And the reason I want all the games is I think this is going to be a really, really good data point for the World and the Underworld competitors.
It's going to be very clear to us who hasn't drafted and therefore who is eligible to drop in the March update for Spider. Oh, surprise. The next update is in March.
That's right. Which makes sense. Goes on sale 10 p.m. Eastern. It sells out by 10:08. That's my guess. I don't know.
Easily.
Well, here's the thing, and you know what? Some of you on my screen right now are guilty of this. 1 per customer. If you're buying for a friend, you have to check out twice. I'm sorry. Somebody bought 6 in my last event, and you killed it for everybody. You can't do that anymore. It's totally unfair. If you believe in the supply and demand market, like Topps Chrome Update 2024 boxes, you would simply just go in there, buy as many as you possibly can, and sell them on the secondary market. I don't know if people are doing that. 1 per customer. That's all on that. If you buy 2, please proactively message me and let me know who the second one is for, but they will be in 2 separate transactions. 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, listen, if you can't play in this tournament, it's because you are not good enough as a competitor to be in the World or the Underworld. That's why we celebrate promotions. I am going to continue to enforce that we celebrate promotions. And with that, I would like to talk about who is getting promoted and demoted in the LFF here in the December update. Bob.
Very good. We have a quorum of spiders here. I can say that this was probably the most efficient of the spider meetings that we've ever had.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, we've settled into a pretty solid routine at this point, which is, and I posted about this on the discussion group. I'm watching everything that you tag me in or everything that gets reported on the discussion group publicly. If I'm in your group and you post your group results like our RBW does, Rest does, I'm also catching those. And you'll know that I've caught your results because I'll post the double I's, and that's your indicator that I have recorded it on the official scoring sheet.
That's funny.
If you are not seeing that, that means I'm not seeing you. So either you blocked me or you're putting it in a place that I can't see it. But that's been my primary job as secretary, is keeping track of and recording all of those results. So the point system is established. We didn't change it at all from last quarter to this quarter. The only thing we did is got more results. Okay, so if you want to see characters move up, if you want a shot at the Underworld or the World Championship, you know what you have to do. You got to play, you got to place well with the characters that you want to move up. Any other questions or anything before we move on?
What do you think the volume is of reporting this period versus last?
Volume was up significantly, but it was
congratulations, LFF. We deeply appreciate that. Keep reporting.
Yes,
very,
but it was
very important.
But it was, in some ways, it was like a scatter shot, right? Which is fine. If people are scatter shotting, like I tend to do that too, that means people aren't playing the same character over and over. That's great. But know that if what you're aiming for is a shot at the Underworld Championship, you need to earn some points, some top placements with the same competitor, right? So, if you want a shot at World or Underworld, if you want to move up, you're going to have to win or place well with the same competitor several times. And so, we saw a lot more reporting, which is wonderful, but there are a lot of competitors with just not quite enough to move up to Underworld. I can tell you actually that probably more competitors were just not quite enough to move up to Underworld than actually moved up to Underworld in terms of point totals.
If I may, real quick, not to, play devil's advocate to this or anything, but isn't that kind of what we wanted, is more diversity of players, playing different people instead of, you get Ricky Riot making the top cut every single time with the same person.
He still is. He's just doing it with Master Strategist.
He does it with other people now.
He's just doing it with Master Strategist now, in case you haven't noticed. It's definitely leading to variety. That's for sure.
Right. Sure. And that's what I figured, was the point of doing this. So it wasn't just, you see Snake Pit, Amazing Red, Ricky Riot, the same.
Big Bad Bobby D.
Yeah, I
Big
mean,
Bad Bobby D.
But if your argument is, why am I not getting a shot at the Underworld Championship? Well, I don't have an answer for you other than you need to try to win a few events with the same competitor.
Sure. Absolutely. I just wanted to clarify that for the markets in the chat.
That's correct. I think you have a good take. You can look at it two ways. Diversification of competitors is a good thing in the LFF. We like that. But I think this also, is designed to climb up to the Underworld division. And Bob has, announced last time, if you are responsible for bringing a competitor into the Underworld division, you're going to get some form of opportunity to become the Underworld champion. It might be a number one contender match, etc. But that's what this is all about. It's about bringing someone through the ranks and being responsible for it. And we know who's responsible for bringing folks through the ranks. Continuing to win with the competitor that's in Worlds, on the other hand, keeps them there. Mm-hmm. Like Chris Tapley, you better be in my direct messages. Slime Girl will not be here in March. And if Slime Girl's not here in March, you don't get a title shot with her. You go back to the Underworld and you figure it out. So you better get on the phone, because I think that they were generous enough to leave Slime Girl around, but I don't think her points justify her being in top 32. And I'll let the Spiders answer.
That is correct. I mean, by rule, anyone who still has an open contendership for the World Championship must remain in the World's division.
I'm changing that rule. This is the last time. You got to continue to earn it.
Yeah, I'll get on him in a faction chat.
Yeah, we need to see.
In all seriousness, it's not necessarily his fault, but this match needs to happen before March, or Slime Girl needs to stay in that spot, or else we've got a different situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's very clear that we all feel like she could have been demoted, possibly even all the way through Underworld, because she had 0 points outside of Chris Tapley's win in the Birdcage match.
Right.
So that's where we're at, right? That's why I said that in the Cookies Fortune, it's possible that not all the World's competitors will be drafted. I don't know whether Slime Girl is going to get a draft or not.
Bob, have you looked at the Rising Star results yet for this?
I have included the Rising Star top 8 as I saw them last posted.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Great. All right.
And when
he's not using Slime Girl and Rising Star.
I saw
he is. Is he not?
I forget. I honestly don't know.
I know that she was in there.
He is using it because he
There you go.
hate to spoil it. He defeated one of my good friends, the Whopper, last night.
There you
Okay,
go.
so if he's in
she
top
has some
4, that's
points.
not. I don't have top 4 updated yet, so
Got
that
it.
would be that. She will get points then next quarter.
Yep.
From
All right,
that.
there you go. Carry on.
All right. So, in terms of world promotions, again, this nothing really new here. This is all based on performance, and we have 2 competitors that are moving into the world's division. Deathmatch King Cardona was promoted to Underworld in last Spider release. We got him close. Didn't quite get him over the hump. This time, won a CAC, won several events, locals and online. It was enough. So, Deathmatch King Cardona, welcome to the World Championship Division. The other promotion is someone who literally just rode a horse all the way through from here to Kingdom Come, and that is Ikuzo Fox Assassin. Previously demoted from Underworld to the Intergalactic Division. This time, by virtue of winning enough events, promoted back into the World Division. So a direct promotion for Fox Assassin Ikuzo version. We are keeping her separate from the regular Fox Assassin because they do have different stat lines.
Who's responsible for bringing Deathmatch Cardona up here? And it might be more than one person. Who's responsible for the Fox Assassin? I think I know the answers, but let's hear it from the
I
Spiders.
believe that would be Candyman Dan.
Candyman Dan for Fox Assassin for sure.
He's been
every Thursday night is open, so he has been playing against World's competitors. He has been kicking the absolute hell out of World's competitors. From the very beginning, he said, "Ikuzo, y'all are wrong. Ikuzo Fox is a top 32 competitor," and I was like, "Prove
This
it."
is literally what it's all about. How
And
about
he's-
Deathmatch King?
He has either won or he has finished in the top 4.
Yeah, P
How
and I
excellent is
were
that?
both undefeated in the CAC. He beat me in the head-to-head and therefore earned the most points for Deathmatch King. I got an online event. P got a local with it, and that was enough points to put it into Worlds.
Excellent. All right. Lots of stuff to consider. Love that.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of promotions, only 2. That's about what we're expecting to see on a normal quarter. Based on the volume of reporting and the point spread the way it was, that I don't expect that we're going to get like 10 promotions in a quarter for most quarters. Then we need to make room, of course, because we can only have 32 in the World's Division. So this was a flexible decision that we made. We made the decision that whoever did not hold the World Championship tonight would drop to Underworld. That means, and I will send the official update after this is all posted, but Johnny Gargano returns to the Underworld division from World. He was promoted there by virtue of Larry Beadnell winning Gen Con Final 4. And he will return to the Underworld division. And probably in one of our more difficult votes, we demoted Loudmouth Leo Larynx, a competitor that had no points in the World's division. I will say that this was a difficult decision because we don't all agree.
Oh, that's my favorite part.
It
Let's talk
is.
about how a competitor who, when we originally ranked this remember how this all went down, everybody? All 5 Spiders ranked all of the ranked their top 100 or 200 competitors in the game. And I averaged those scores out, and through the average, Loudmouth Leo Larynx in the original rankings was ranked 5th, and he has just dropped out. Did the Spiders get it wrong? Did Loudmouth get worse? Guy got married, and now you're dropping him out of the World Division just to show you how life goes.
Kick in the teeth.
I mean, he didn't
John
play him.
Polverino.
He didn't play himself in any major event. So there's number 1.
John Polverino notoriously relates Loudmouth Leo Larynx to MVP, a competitor after his son. I want to hear from him first about the demotion.
I didn't vote for him, so it was me and Grump as the 2 that did not vote for him. So we got outvoted 3-2. I think it's silly. Spamming finishers is very strong, especially when you can do it on multiple triggers. I don't think there's that big of a gap between MVP and Loudmouth to warrant one demotion and one not. I would play Loudmouth if I didn't have my son. So, because I don't like to play the same deck twice. So,
And
Bob.
I tried to get someone else through who John P wouldn't back, right? So this is very much a coalition building situation. I had two votes to get little Guido demoted, but couldn't get a third. So you know, in the grand bargain scheme of things, you gotta make a coalition and come to a three somewhere.
And for the record, multiple world competitors have 0 points.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And that's just by virtue of, you know, and we hope, by the way, that changes over time. We're working on some technology. I was telling some folks before that should really enhance the way reporting happens, and it's going to make it a lot easier and a lot better for everybody. But until then, yeah, maybe we're not getting all the reporting, but at the end of the day, how many world competitors got 0? It could be half of the field.
It was about 10.
It was
about 10 world's competitors with no points.
Yeah,
so that's a subjective call for you guys, Drew.
As one of the driving forces to dropping Loudmouth, since I have played this game, so a little over 2 years, I have not seen Loudmouth Leo Larynx in open events.
And I told all the spiders that Pat Mulligan was trying to play Loudmouth at the
only
CAC
one
in Chicago, and I had to tell him he couldn't because he was in the World Division.
It's insane.
And they had booked the World Division at the CAC.
He has not been drafted in a faction war since I've been in this game. He wasn't drafted in Olympics, and we gave courtesy points to people who were drafted. And guess what? Even then, Loudmouth got goose egg. Nobody, and it's like, listen, and if the crux of this is that people finally play Loudmouth Leo Larynx, congratulations, you're the first one in 2 years.
Could I just chime in real quick? I have been seeing Loudmouth Leo played a lot more in local promotions than I have online. I've been seeing
not placing top two, right?
Well, it's different for our locals. I have played him, and several other people have played him in locally. They're making the top. It's just rolling fives sucks.
Yeah,
that's why Amazing Red's up there. And
yeah, that's why Amazing Red's never coming down. Well, and again, this represents that the subjectivity that the spiders have to go into, and this is the world. But let's talk about the underworld, because there's a lot more subjectivity there.
Let's talk about that. So, based on performance points, we have all of the following promotions: 10 promotions in the underworld division. We can talk about who they came from and what their situations were. Nicola Mai is largely the responsibility of Pretty Hair Piercer, who ran him at the Atlanta CAC and made top 2, made the final. Earned a number of points there.
Using my locals deck. Thanks, Trey.
Amber Nova was piloted by the Lord of the Dance for a lot of the Real Beaters events. Did well.
Unstoppables.
Did well enough. Yeah. Well, if he doesn't run into the old unstoppable stop, we're in good shape. Night Terror won a CAC, right, in Kentucky. I mean, that's all it takes. That's enough points to earn the move up when you win a CAC.
He didn't win the CAC in Kentucky.
I'm sorry. Ricochet won the CAC.
He got
Night Terror with 4th place.
He got
fourth place
8.
plus local results.
Yeah, he got top 8 in Atlanta.
Yeah. Sorry. So Night Terror with enough points by virtue of total play, mostly by Simple Chuck. Ricochet did win the CAC, 12 grap map, sorry. Candice LeRae, we saw Casey go crazy with Candice LeRae this quarter, playing her seemingly all the time and winning seemingly all the time.
Plays her in Pop Twist.
Yeah. Donation, piloted by Loudmouth Leo as a Real Beaters, earned enough points to get that job done. We saw Turtle make a long run in both the Boston, the FreeCon CAC, and then again in the CAC in Atlanta. And the combination of those two is enough to get Turtle competitor moved into the Underworld division.
Also the CAC in Kentucky.
And Kentucky.
Really?
Yes.
Who played them in Atlanta?
I have to go back and check the numbers, but
Chris Tapley ran him.
Yes,
in Kentucky.
Tapley ran him.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Chris Tapley in Kentucky.
Yeah. Abigail, Fairy in Training, earning the points by winning the Olympics with the Real Beaters. So, again, you can see that most of the Olympic competitors, by virtue of the points from winning the Olympics, have moved their way up into the Underworld division as well.
I'll be surprised with the medal next week, by the way, folks.
Yeah. They finally joined Mimic in the Underworld division. I love to see my real beater succeed.
Leader of the flock, leader of the black sheep, I managed to win the CAC in Chicago with. And Lama and Mascarada Senor, that was a big win in this quarter by Lama in Atlanta for Dragon Con. So, the Dragon Con tournament counts. I mean, all of the open competitive tournaments at conventions count for points, even if the GM isn't there running it. So
I think that this is like, just first of all, great recap of what happened over the last few months, right? Just by shouting out to the players who made these promotions happen predominantly. There's others involved, but that was just a really good recap of all the stuff that's been going on. CACs, the Olympics, conventions like Dragon Con. So that's awesome. And congratulations to everybody there.
Yeah, it's been a busy few months. Lots of CACs and the tail end of convention season. So
That's right.
It's a good example of what can happen. So we had these 10 promoted up. We had 2 that were demoted to Underworld as a result of our world promotions. That means we had 12 spaces filled up. We had 1 of those spaces freed up because we had a character go from Underworld to World. So that means we needed to clear 11
So
spots.
hold on a second. Now, this is where it gets fascinating, because on the next slide, we're going to learn what 11 competitors are not eligible for the Cookies Fortune tournament because they are demoted.
That's right.
So normally you want to be demoted. That was the old mentality. Now let's see who is not making it for the Cookies Fortune.
Yeah, the reality is that these are very difficult decisions. This is the most throwing a dart at the dartboard situation, to be honest. I mean, we tried to agree on some general groups of gimmicks that were similar and that all had no points. And so that is how you end up with a list like this. Piglet, Lycan, and Italian Bombata all fit into the same category. They are lesser search competitors than Heartache Kid. They're still great, but we only have 64 slots in the Underworld division, and we must accept the promoted competitors, and we must keep everyone in the Underworld division who has an Underworld championship shot. So Piglet, Lycan, Italian Bombata all drop. Similarly, Haley Stevens, Highwater, and Agatha Mai. We just saw Agatha Mai win the Atlanta event earlier today. So there's points to put her right back in towards reclimbing into the Underworld division. But hey, as of today, she is no longer in the Underworld division. Neither are Highwater and Haley Stevens. Flyboy, I finally got Grump to release his hold on Flyboy. That competitor, frankly, was a very 2021 world competitor. All of the environment is around draw now, not recursion, so Flyboy drops down. But hey, maybe with Loudmouth being available again, Flyboy will be more popular. Pat the Thinker, no results. But again, and some of these are great competitors, but we had to drop them with no results. No results for King Greatness.
That's another one, because didn't he start in the world division?
He was world.
Right.
I believe the gimmick is good enough to be world, but the stat line may not be good enough to be world. So
continue to go through the list. We got to talk about this more.
Yeah, Sage the Christmas Witch she is only 3 times a match now. The other 3 times a match competitors dropped out of Underworld earlier. And Trent, who is popular, but nobody really has because of his rarity and is not very played. So they all dropped out of Underworld.
So let's start here. So first of all, help me think of any event that we run on a regular basis, or any at all, where the world and the Underworld are both banned. We don't do that on Monday nights, right? It's only the world.
Pretty much everyone got away from that, to be honest, John. I'm expecting that during this year's convention season, we will see at least a few tournaments that are not top 96 locked.
Maybe. Yeah, I would say that, probably a virtual Grand Gathering event will be more of more of a pre-show type event, but you also might see the inverse. You might see 96 only, like the Cookies Fortune. But just on a regular basis, right? If you drop out of the world division, now you can be played on Monday nights. You get a chance to get back in there. If you drop from this division, you're really in the pool of 700 competitors out there, and you were able to be played on Monday. This one to me is a head scratcher, because you have an opportunity every Monday night to earn some points to make sure you're not on the list. Because correct me if I'm wrong, even 1 point and you're not even consideration to be dropped.
The only list of eligible competitors to drop were those who had 0 points from the reported data in the corner.
And that's where this gets very, very interesting, because there's no reason you want to drop from Underworld to the regular rest of the pool. There's just no reason, and it's tough. And as a result, none of these competitors are able to challenge in the Cookies Fortune event. And we know that how the Spiders feel about these competitors, so maybe just some points can get them right back in there in March. But until then.
Yep, that's where we are. So there is a master list. It needs to be updated to reflect Johnny Gargano dropping to Underworld. I'll do that immediately after the conclusion of this stream. I had to unexpectedly referee the world title match, so I didn't get a chance to.
Yep, and then let's post that so all can see.
And we will have graphics. We'll have the graphical versions as well.
The website is not updated. It will not be updated for, I'd imagine, a week or so. Just knowing that lags behind for many of us, including myself. It's the first time we're seeing these changes. So,
and thanks to Jeff McPeak, we have graphics that we can produce immediately. He has graphics that were produced for both possible outcomes of the world title match.
Oh, that was excellent.
So that leads us to the good news.
Uh-oh.
Just like last quarter, we have promotion qualifiers. And I am going to repeat this, and I'm only going to say this once, so please listen. Characters who earn an Underworld promotion will get a #1 contender shot. Whoever's most responsible will pilot them. Every qualifying match must be streamed before the next Spider update. You can work with me to schedule, but I will not chase you down. If you do not come to me and you do not get your match scheduled and it needs to be advertised and streamed in advance of the next Spider update, you forfeit that #1 contendership match. I had 2 forfeited #1 contendership opportunities this quarter.
One was the Grump. We're not shocked.
No comment. So that's your one and only comment. But if you win your #1 contenders match, you're in. You're on my list. You heard earlier tonight, Press 1P is going to be the last of, and I apologize, Jeremy won the Underworld tournament at Grand Gathering, but Press 1P, I said all the top 4 from the Underworld tournament would get shots. Press 1P is the last of my 4 who's getting the shot. So we're closing the book on Grand Gathering 2024 by giving Press 1P the next Underworld Championship match. There are a few shots that are locked in from this past quarter's events. We had a second chance tournament this past quarter. We had a couple of #1 contendership matches. Drew won one of them and then just won the title earlier tonight with Mimic. So you know who you'll have to face. But if you're on this list, you get a chance. So here we go. I don't get a chance. This is one of the side effects of being me.
I get screwed. That's what I get.
That's right. I don't get the shot.
Bob, you've been Underworld champion.
I have been Underworld champion.
Okay, just for the sake of the one day, of course, what the Grand Slam they call it.
The Grand Slam I am focused on in different ways. Yes, that's right. Yeah. But I have been Underworld champion.
What do you need, Bob?
I need trios and tag. That's right. Anyway,
if we have anybody in the chat that can help Bob Dunn out here, he's been doing all this work. He's a great guy. I'm officially lobbying for Bob Dunn to get a shot here, or at least teach it. Get him a path to there.
I earned my shot at the World Tag Shot titles by winning the Faction Wars event. So yeah, sorry.
Oh, when's that match?
It's behind like 17 other tag teams. It's someday, eventually someday. Anyway,
Andy, ma'am, what's going on?
That's not about me. Anyway. We're moving on. So these are the matches that are happening, and as usual, I pair these matches for maximum entertainment value.
Yes.
So you can blame me if you want, but these #1 contendership matches, I'm pairing for entertainment value. Here we go. Pretty Hair Piercer, Nicola Mai, is going to have to face El Lama and Mascarada Senior.
Oh,
that's right.
boy.
Ray Rappaport gets his shot. He's going to have to play it online, though. He's going to have to face Pretty Hair Piercer. I look forward to seeing this match. Match number 2. Simple Chuck. He had a shot last month. He had a shot last quarter. He gets another shot with a different competitor this quarter. This is how it works. You keep moving people up. You keep getting chances. He's going to take Night Terror against the Wolf Guardian. TVA on TVA violence. That's how we do things. See, Wolf Guardian. When you're
Yes!
anti-cringe, you can make things happen. Okay,
Yes!
that's how the
The
world
ball-
works, buddy.
folks.
Next match.
Oh,
Hey, 12
Bobby
got
Amazing.
Matt. Look, people say we don't hear you. We don't see local players. People who don't play online as much. Yes, we do. We're paying attention, but you've got to perform. If you're gonna perform only at locals, not online, here we go. Here's your chance. 12 got Matt wins the CAC as Ricochet. Let's see him take a shot at the Underworld Championship, but he's gonna have to beat Loudmouth.
That's right, baby.
Oh my.
This is a match I
Real
think will be
beater.
very entertaining to see. Okay, between the two of them. Rhaegar,
Well deserved.
very emotionally driven character choice. Played as Abigail Ferry in training. I think everybody knows the story behind that character. If you don't ask sometime, the point is, I confirmed with Rhaegar that he will take the shot. He had said he wouldn't play her ever again, but he will take the shot at the Underworld Championship. He's gonna have to win a hard match though, against Turtle as Turtle. Okay,
Oof.
this is one I think we're all looking forward to. Two really important people to the community. One of them's gonna get a shot to be the Underworld #1 contender. And finally, Jeff Delisle already had a shot at the Global Championship as Amber Nova. If you missed that stream last Sunday, go back and watch Drew and I both doing the Caddyshack forehead slap as he plays the unstoppable submission right into the stop.
True discipline.
He gets one more chance at this, Jeff. Don't play the unstoppable,
Third
Jeff.
time's the charm.
Don't play the
Time.
unstoppable, Jeff. You're gonna have to face Candyman Dan. Now this is a catch-up. Okay, this
God
is a
help you.
catch-up.
Oh, somebody's not
Candyman
dancing
Dan.
anymore. Oh.
Candyman Dan escaped the first Spider promotion release because he won with Sherry Von Danish at Grand Gathering 4. At that time, we weren't giving automatic title #1 contender shots for promotions. Now we are. So we're catching up here because I can't participate in a #1 contenders match. Candyman Dan is. He will face Jeff Delisle, and he will have to use Sherry Von Danish, who he promoted to Underworld by virtue of winning the open tournament at Grand Gathering 4.
Wow.
So that's it. Those are your Underworld #1 contenders
let's
matches.
talk about this. So if you don't play online, you know, I'm open to discussing this, but my head has to go to you're not eligible for a championship that literally is defended online. We actually ran into this problem once where somebody who doesn't play online got a belt and never defended it, and we don't want to get back into that loop.
And that's why all these matches must be streamed online.
Right.
They can't be. They
so
can't be.
If you don't play online, then you can simply, respectfully decline the match, and I don't think there's any problem with that. But
I do have a substitute available if necessary. I'm not going to say who it is, but I have a substitute available.
Yeah. So to the extent you don't play online or would choose not to, just let us know ASAP, just so we can get that other one cooking. But I think this card is beautiful. I love the way that the Underworld is done. Congrats on the promotions and of course the players that got them there. And geez, the Olympics 2025. Start training now, because look what that gets people. I mean,
that got a whole lot of people moved up, is what it got, and it got an Underworld champion.
Telling my friends, the real beaters, the results of this was very funny, because Loudmouth was of course like, "You're telling me donations top 96," and I'm like, and I told him it's like, realistically, when I asked Bob this, he was like, "You guys won a multi-month long booked Calais event. What did you think was going to happen?"
Exactly, and not only that, but this is kind of going back to the narrative that I don't believe that the top 96 competitors are the top 96 competitors. That's not the intention of this. It's literally the hottest performing competitors during the last quarter get to challenge for higher level belts. It started off as a ranking system. It's now really a point driven with a little bit of subjectivity from the Spiders here. So Polverino, how many competitors do you think should be in top 96 that aren't? 20?
Maybe even half at that point.
Maybe even half.
It's exactly what you said is correct. If we just went strictly by power level, we would have 2 movements a quarter. Right. It'd be the same thing. Yep. You'd see something gate kept like forever. you know, and for the most part, I mean, there still is some gatekeeping, you know, because we said it. If characters that don't get points, if they have 0, they're on the chopping block. And at that point, it's a discussion amongst the spiders based on what we feel. And a lot of that has to do with power level. So if you want a character to not get on the chop block, get them points. But otherwise, if you want them to potentially fall, you got to kind of be at the mercy of us, because unless every other person except for one person or however many we need for that quarter has points, like Amazing Red ain't moving anywhere, you know? Like if we have to demote 5 people off Worlds and somehow 27 out of the 32 got a point, and Amazing Red is amongst those 5 that haven't, congrats. He has fallen out of Worlds.
Which would be
But
hilarious.
otherwise, I mean, it's good for the game, man, because it's not about power level. It's about going out there and seeing what you guys can do. And Candyman Dan is a great example. He put his mind towards it, and he just went for it. And he went from not even in Underworld, just off the bracket, all the way to Worlds in one quarter. So it can be done. And people might say, oh, he's just playing the same thing over and over. Like, look at Chris Pate. Guy's going out there running Master Micah into the wall before Micah even gets a copy of his own competitor. And like,
but once they get to Worlds, that's going to be a lot harder, because
and
Worlds
eventually he's going to get to Worlds. But here's the thing: is Master Micah this amazing broken character? I don't think so. Pate's a very good player, obviously, and Micah's great. But there will come a time where if Micah goes to Worlds and Pate has to play in a Worlds event, he's probably going to go to himself or Big Bad Bobby D or someone that's not Micah. Now all of a sudden the quarter ends, Micah has 0 points. Micah's in the discussion to potentially drop.
It
So
makes total sense. Drew, do we think that do you think that a world competitor will not be drafted out of the 64 selections for the Spider event?
Absolutely. So there are there's going to be 64 people. There's definitely people in the top 32 that aren't just people's play styles. They're extremely good, but they may not be everybody's play styles.
But that's a good point. And I guess let's be logical about this. And this one's for Bob. If you win with an Underworld competitor, you have to imagine that could get you promoted to Worlds,
which would allow you then use the Cookies Fortune for a world title shot.
But you have to stay in Worlds.
Yes.
So, you know, like some people hang around the Cookies Fortune for 6 months or so, which is totally normal, but you could fall out of Worlds right before your master plan was coming in. Very interesting. And Drew, you're saying about play styles.
Yeah, like you're never going to catch me playing respectfully Robert the Brain Dunn. I hate re-rolling. My rolls don't get better. They only get worse. So I would never play Robert with the Bob Dunn.
Bob Dunn, expect your Faction Wars trophy this week from Just Business's win last year, and expect
that's him. That's his play style.
To say Captain and the Brain on it, and cherish having one of the only trophies in existence that say Captain on it. Of course, John Polverino has those as well. The Grump does as well. It's just a big honor, and it's a big congratulations. So hopefully those will arrive to you soon. But yes, that's what the Brain is dead on that trophy. So some people do like that play style, and it works really well.
Some people don't like Burial. They may not want Aerial Lipstick. Zach actually will be chomping at the bit for Aerial Lipstick.
Who doesn't like Burial? It's the best.
Listen,
I get to see the misery in your opponent's eyes. I live off of misery in my opponent's eyes.
There's a total of like 6 people that own Professor Leonardo Maggette. So imagine my shock when Chuggy rolled up with it in Atlanta.
Just wait until Captain Con, when there are like 6 more people that have that logo and can all play all the new finishes too. That's gonna be fun.
You must have the competitor you draft. No proxies. You cannot change your deck throughout the entire thing. You will announce if you are Newman or Valiant before every one of your matches. That's almost becoming a guarantee in my book from now on, just so you're all aware of it. I think it's very, very important.
It's in the rule book.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
I have a product pitch for you, Calais, after the show.
Oh God. All right. Why not? But I mean, I think it's pretty. I've actually thought once, if that really became a thing that was so powerful and changed the game, that we'd have a really, really cool like card number 9 that you are now whatever you didn't choose, and you could just like, you know, change it.
It's possible.
All right, but
a tide turner or something. Who
Yeah,
knows?
it's to me, it's like we know the good guys versus the bad guys, generally speaking. I mean, I can't put my finger on that Rambo Apocalypse fella, but I'm telling you, for the most part, you could see the good or the bad in people's eyes, right? So, rule book, yes, rule book, yes, it's like 15 pages now. Anyway, any other questions or anything that I don't know anybody here can comment on?
Since I missed it when you guys first started talking about the Cookies Fortune, when is that draft?
That's a good question. So, let's assume it sells out tonight, and then I will compile the list and I will make a Facebook post, and I'll make that Facebook post with the draft order of players, and then we're just gonna have a 5,000 comment post until I think it's way out of control, and I turn commenting off and ask you to message me. My intention of doing it on Facebook is so folks can watch it unfold live, and I am not going to be the bottleneck in terms, if I can't check my messages for 6 hours, which is very often, some of you 6 months, and if it's 6 months, it's not an accident, I just hate you, so just stop messaging me at this point. If you scroll up and you see I never respond to you, just stop it. All right. Anyway.
You know what's gonna happen, right?
What?
By you making it public like this, from having PTSD back from the Olympics when we did the running draft through the messages.
Yeah.
Oh, Polverino's at work. We'll hear from him for 8 hours. I'm gonna pick up my phone and I'm gonna have 20 different notifications because people are just, hey, you're up, John. You're up. You're up. Let's
people
go,
are so
please.
impatient. I love it. It's amazing.
I drafted on Vibes, bro. What was your issue?
I think it's just very, very easy for folks to just watch it unfold live. I think that the part that actually needs to happen is going to be who's going to update the main post with everybody, which will have to be done in batches. But for the most part, you can scroll through the comments and see. If you're going to say congrats, good pick, please use the reply button. Don't just comment below it. It just demonstrates a tremendously low IQ to do something like that. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody cares what you have to say. But as a reply, that's pretty cool. That we always like the little like emoji and stuff, Anyway, any other questions?
Will we see you at PAX next week? I'm guessing not.
You will have to pay shipping on the Cookies Fortune event. You get a random promo card from the boss. He likes most of you, if not all of you, so I assume it'll be good. I was gonna make it finger poke of doom. I was going to, but I assume that the random card. So in 10 minutes it's gonna go live. I am not in IT department. The website will probably crash. It'll probably be very frustrating. I don't know what to tell you. I apologize in advance. I hope it doesn't. Limited 1 per person, as mentioned earlier. If you try to put 2 in your cart and you fail checkout and you miss it, that's just hilarious. That's just awesome.
Italian Bombata, the demotions will be listed on the official master sheet, which I will publish immediately after the conclusion of this event.
The website lags behind on that, and because obviously we all just saw it. So I don't think we have anything else. Black Friday sale is still ongoing. Yep. Yes. Let's talk about that. The end of the week. Okay, so the Black Friday sale is extending far beyond Black Friday here. I was told the end of the week. Obviously, this is the biggest sale that you're going to see for the rest of this year. I can't comment on sales next year, but this is a really good opportunity to get stuff in. We never put created content on sale like this. That's the end of the line. If you're expecting to get created content for these prices, you're lucky. You're lucky if you're just waiting until next Black Friday for that. Now, yeah, and by the way, this sale is just really, really, really good. And sorry, I've got it.
Grand packs. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, a couple more things. Black Friday deal goes into next week. Don't know what day, so don't wait around. Number 2, buy 4, get a 5th free on Grand Packs. Obviously, really, really great deal as well with the.
I think it's any mystery product.
Yeah, or any mystery product. I'm totally okay with that. So let's just make that a law too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
If you're lying to me,
I
really
swear,
sad.
I believe he mentioned payoff packs and Mr. Ray's, which that was the crazy part to me. It's like buy 4 get 1 on Mr. Ray's. This is going to be massive, Bill.
Yeah. Well, great. I mean, that's awesome. This is what we want to do around the holidays. So, that stuff's still on sale until Thursday. That deal's going to run Thursday or Friday. Not sure what day. Just when it goes off, it goes off. Don't wait around. Final thing, collectible edition umbrella from the villain Marty Skrull. A lot of commentary on is he banned, is he not banned? He's obviously not on the spider list. This is more of a collectible card. I will tell you straight away that me and Steve were both unaware that Marty Skrull was banned. So I'm going to just start with that. We were just unaware. And I don't know if he was banned because he was thrown in like the bucket of like David Starr and all that. That's the case. Like, I don't even know what the story is, just being completely candid with you. If he did something really, really bad, he's banned. I honestly don't even know what the story is. So we have to just go back and look at where the origin of this was. Regardless, the card is a collectible. It's very, very limited. Obviously won't be reprinted. So for those collectors out there that want it at a very minimum, it's out there for a limited time. I assume they're just going to come off the website after the sale's over, but that's the story there. And if he's not on the spider list, he's not on the spider list right now. So maybe one day I'll hear the story. I really just don't know what happened at all. All right, cool. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's why I need people to tell me things. I swear. So, what else?
I have a point of personal inquiry, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any chance we can get Santa Claus?
Are you talking about?
I think Jeremy has that covered, and I think it's excellent.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
I'm more of the Grinch, if you haven't realized.
Oh, but the cards, that's what made it. Who cares?
That's right, yeah. That's excellent. And
PAX Unplugged next weekend, John,
Yes.
in Philadelphia.
yes.
Big opportunities to get some movement in the December
Yeah,
through March.
generally
release.
a very big show, and I expect it to be. And the event schedule's up. For those wondering why they can't pre-register, it's because we're only taking registration in person, not through the PAX website. So you sign up when you get to PAX, like you would for any event.
Bob, when you win 8 drafts with my new competitor, please be gentle.
If he's in there, I'll bust him.
I can't believe it.
One of the new competitors going to be put into divisions. I want to say that we are fairly up to date, if not all the way, Bob.
As of when I release, when we give out this link, which nobody has yet but me and the other spiders, as soon as we give out this link, everybody that we know of up till today should be in a division. I can't speak for anything that might have been stealth released or pre-released or caption released or self-drawn on a blank. I don't know anything about any of that, but
is Santa Claus on the list?
I did definitely not yet.
Oh no!
You've been naughty. That's a different list, John.
I know. I tried so hard, man. Golly. What else? All right. Well, folks,
5 minutes.
$10 plus shipping. Going on sale in 5 minutes. Look forward to hosting the event. We could be drafting starting tomorrow. I'm just not sure. As a matter of fact, because I have to pull the list, it it won't be tomorrow afternoon. It will start this week. I have to pull the list, and there's that. So hey, listen, if it sells out in the next 15 minutes, we'll be drafting tonight.
Oh baby.
Just cav at it if you want to start the party. I don't know what to tell you.
Let's go.
That's that. All right, folks, appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to our next show in March. I'm sure that we'll see each other before then. Look forward to getting some really good matches streamed from Bob Dunn's card and from hopefully some finals. Congratulations to the Rising Stars. We're almost wrapped up there. I want to see some of those matches on the big screen. So all exciting.
Yeah, Grumpy, where's the last intergalactic defense, buddy?
Yeah,
we gotta see some belts moving here.
Yeah.
Intergalactic.
No, you already have the intergalactic belt.
The problem. Schmidt, stop pining for a belt that my friend owns. My friend defends it whenever his GM gives him a shot. He asks for shots and doesn't get.
The answer to
any.
the question is there should
And it was
the
in
belt should be
Atlanta.
defended more frequently in those divisions, and if they're not, there's just a huge problem. That's
that's the Intergalactic.
Yeah, Intergalactic. I think he won in like 4 turns against Sean Carter. So that was
So we're talking
fun.
about Zach.
Yeah,
Yes.
Zach.
All right, I'll handle that. 3
Okay.
minutes goes on sale. I'm not in IT department. Don't message me. Bye, man.
Folks, welcome back to Sunday Night Fights and welcome to the post show. What a night it has been. We had 2 excellent title matches, and we're just going to wrap them up real quick. First up was your Underworld match. You had Ken Fouché defending against Drew Madsen. This match went all the way to crowd meter 1. The winner and your new Underworld champion is the TVA commissioner, Drew Madsen. Rambo, what do you think about this match?
Hell, you don't got to hear it from me. Drew!
Drew!
You're alive, baby. Tell us about it.
The doppelbanger, baby.
Let's go.
Alyssa played Mimic. He went from nobody played him to played him against my locals, and they were like, this guy's broken. Meanwhile, from Ypsilanti, Michigan, Sean Loeb is yelling, he's not, you idiots! And was called a legend. I think John P called me a legend for running him in the Cookies Fortunate Grand Gathering, and I did pretty well with him.
Yeah. No. Once again, congratulations to Drew. Brock, do you got anything to add to this?
I mean, we all predicted it. We all knew it was going to happen. Not really much, I have to say. It was a nice comeback, though. It was a really.
It was
a solid match.
That was a lot of 5s. That was a lot of 5s.
Listen, half Amazing Red now. Thank God.
Yeah. All right. And then after that, we had our main event of the evening. We had the world title as Yasmin continued her hot streak against the winner of Gen Con 2024, the Enforcer, Larry Beadnell. Rambo, what do you got on this, on the Constellation domination of tonight?
Absolutely said it right. The Constellation domination. Would we even say this would be her toughest challenge to date? Would we say that? I don't know.
I mean, every other one has ended crowd meter 0.
What in the world?
I get those eyes to shoot up when I said that. But absolutely, like, just a fantastic matchup. Crowd meter 1. Yasmin with the Papa Press Slam did the damn thing. I'm not really surprised. The matchup wasn't great for the Enforcer. He fought tooth and nail. But overall, I just had a feeling that it was going to be Yaz taking it home. Brock?
Yeah. It was a pretty one-sided match. Yaz continuing her domination with the world title. It's kind of hard to see who is going to dethrone Yasmin. A lot of great people and John Polverino thrown her way to try and take off the title, but none have succeeded. Great match overall, though.
Great match. And I'll open it up to the spiders who have stuck around. Starting with Drew. Drew, what do you got to add to this? Any comments?
Italian Babata is right. The website is defeating everyone in a gauntlet match.
Yes, of course.
What do you mean? I got 6 spots, all separate transactions. That's working great for me, guys.
Listen, man, that big
Numero
picture.
uno, number one overall, baby.
You got the backdoor entry into the website.
Oh my God, amazing. Bob Dunn, over to you, who reffed both matches tonight. Any comments?
Look, all I'll say is this. I was the last person to beat Yasmin in a world title match. GM knows where to find me, okay? That's all I got to say.
All right. And John P., our tribal chief, anything to add?
I wish I would have known how to use this point system, because I would have bet my entire mortgage on that match and came back very rich.
Hell yeah.
Also, John, you're the #1 contender for the Underworld Championship, in case you missed it.
Yeah, in case you missed it with Pulverizer.
All I'm going to say is clear those calendars, folks. Get a sleeping bag. Don't make plans, because that match is going to be a long one.
I mean, with the way the
John,
website's
don't play
going.
Sharpshooter.
There's not a lot of options, man.
I know. We did this in Olympics. Don't play Sharpshooter.
I mean, I think we're all gonna have to cancel our plans to get a sleeping bag with the way the website's going right now.
Ah, boy.
Oh boy.
Runtime to error.
All right, but production truck. Any announcements before we leave?
What's going on this week? Monday Night Fights.
Unmute real quick. Hello, my friend.
Baby.
First off, I acknowledge my tribal chief. One's in the chat. Thank you. This Monday night will be normal. Underworld and under top 32 of the new Spider list is booked. Heavy Worlds is booked. So if you want to get those points, like they said, come play on Monday Night Fights. We always have 24 no stips in top cut. So bring it, bring the best. The Underworld and all the other divisions have to play. This Tuesday, let's hope THC finds someone because it's Vibe Check versus THC on Faction Fights, and this is going to be a good one if they show up. I'm hoping we get a Big Head to join us on Tuesday night. Wednesday, Talking Universe, we're going to be having a PAX pre-show. Boss will be on. We'll talk about what's going on at PAX Unplugged. Bob's, dancing his head, distracting me right now. Thank you very much. And don't forget, this weekend is PAX Unplugged.
6 years of Super Show, folks.
6 years of Super Show for the brain. It's going to be a phenomenal weekend. Lots of events. The Tri-State Scramble is one of the big things that was posted earlier today. Yep. And that's about it. New products we will probably show them off on if there's anything being released this week. Do we have an update report spreadsheet? Nope. Hold on real quick. Yes. Simon.
Just real quick to add on to the PAX, folks. If you are in town early, AU Bluebell, the home store of the Prize Fighter, the Tarn Terror, the Star Maker, some of the best players in the Philadelphia area. Our locals is the Thursday before PAX. Come on out if you want to deck tech, if you want to test out new things, if you just want to hang out. We usually go and get food afterwards. Myself or Everett Stevens will drop an announcement with the address in the discussion group afterwards. But come on out. It's going to be a good time.
There you go. Anything else? Nope, that's it.
Wait, I get my time. What are you doing? You don't always
you get time.
The contract.
The contract.
There's a reason why I'm here, baby.
The ironclad
we
contract.
may or may not have Ignite this week. Currently in talks with our brand new Hollywood heavyweight champion, Simple Chuck. So we'll see if we have Ignite this week. Right now, it's looking doubtful. But what I can tell you is this Friday night, Mr. Rumble will be our featured guest on Candy Shop Talk, and the featured match that you don't want to miss. Let's hope Eddie Fury finally loses his other belt to the collector, Sean Loeb, for the Tea Time Championship. So make sure that you tune in to that on Friday night for sure.
All right, awesome. Production, any other announcements?
No, that's it. Make sure you go ahead on the website, catch up on those Black Friday deals.
Yeah, have fun with the website.
What website?
What website?
Can I just no issue, guys?
Jeez.
Brock just bought 6 more.
Yeah,
Give it to
all right, we're gonna do a waffle for them. All right,
$200.
$300,
right.
$10 a spot.
All right,
all right,
folks.
We're gonna rate JT Dunn.
Oh, sweet. All right,
Hey,
folks,
let's go.
Until next time, thank you for tuning in to Sunday Night Fights. I have been the Prize Fighter. He has been Rambo Apocalypse. He has been the Go Brock Smith, TVA Commissioner, Robert the Brain Dunn, and our Tribal Chief, Press 1P. Until next time, we're going to go rating, but can I get a bye, man?
Bye, man.
Bye, man.
Bye, man.
Let's go rating.